This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
This is a mini meditation guided by Bombas. Repeat after me. I'm comfy. I'm cozy. I have 0 blisters on my toes. And that's because I wear Bombas, the softest socks, underwear, and T-shirts that give back. One purchased equals one donated. Now go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Back home, they're all circled round a butterball turkey while I bow my head over stale beef jerky. I munched on sweets, love Boston baked beans. Found out milk duds stick to your jeans. I'm all alone, but I don't hold a grudge, 'cause I'm first in line for maple nut fudge. Pancakes being poured on the griddle. Charlie Daniels in my head, heating up the fiddle. Truck stop Thanksgiving only comes but once a year. Stop Thanksgiving, better stock up on your beer. Truck stop Thanksgiving, wipe the gravy off your face. Truck stop Thanksgiving, pump 7, please say grace. Traffic is heavy and my heart is too. Them rubbers in the glove box will soon be used. I'm paying for loving and I know it's wrong. A one-legged whore can't wear a thong. Her name is Tina and she's pregnant again, but with just one leg she still looks thin. Next morning she claimed to find religion too. I said, I'm glad you found Jesus, but I've lost your shoe. Truck stop Thanksgiving, wipe the gravy off your face. Bring it home, boy. Truck stop Thanksgiving, pump 7, please say grace.
Good morning. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold on assignment. There's Pat Godwin.
Yes.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's still there.
Still there?
Perfectly valid, though.
Just check.
I know.
Hey, the sign's up. Pat hasn't missed a day in like 4 weeks.
I know, ever since the employee handbook came out.
Did you say 4 weeks? It's been longer than that.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
That was a special request. We are continuing our request for all the great veterans out there. This goes out to, Captain Lee. I can just say that. Not you, Christy. United States Army on his way back to Fort Bragg.
Wow.
This is the best Ford ever. I don't want to, but come on.
I don't want to brag.
It's amazing.
But he goes, I stopped at a truck stop in South Carolina. I think I saw Floyd.
All right.
Floyd driving that truck could be. Well, thank you, Captain. We certainly appreciate your service.
Yes, we do.
Right now, not just a veteran, but someone who's still out there doing it. So a lot of folks are in places that are probably not all that pleasant so that you can do whatever fun you're doing today.
If you got to spend some great time with veterans yesterday. Last evening, I went to an event. It was very special.
You didn't cook, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay,
cook.
yeah, we have enough.
So they're still with us.
Okay, thank you very much.
Did you give it up for the troops, as it were?
The old round-heeled girls. Oh, yeah.
The old round heels.
Soldiers welcome.
Appreciate your service. Now maybe you'll appreciate mine.
Okay.
That is a actionable first 2 minutes, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, what was I going to say? Has anybody started their Thanksgiving shopping yet?
Yes, I bought my turkey yesterday, actually, 2 days ago.
For some reason, I thought Thanksgiving was 2 weeks away. It's
No.
Oh, no,
not,
it's,
uh,
yeah.
A
I
week
know.
from yesterday.
Not surprising.
Seems about right.
6 days.
That's
Yeah.
on brand, as they would say.
Yeah, no, sorry,
for you.
I'm totally serious.
So did you go to one of our favorite stores to buy a fresh turkey and they were out?
No, I had stopped by one of our favorite places where they do some nice sides
Yes. professionally,
and they asked me if I wanted. I said, I'll get back with you next week. And they said, you realize Thanksgiving is next Thursday. Whoops. I got to plan something here. We are still taking requests. Why not? Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. That's a great one from Floyd. And we have not featured a lot of our Thanksgiving songs. So I think we'll get to a couple of those. And we have kind of a new feature on the Bob and Tom Show I'm very pleased with. Cliff Note songs, in which we throw it over to Mr. Godwin. And you're only responsible for coming up with one line.
Right.
So
Get to the funny, get out.
Yeah, so we'll try to do that this morning. I've got to look over some of the
Man, I
overnights.
don't like that expression. I don't know how that got into.
What expression?
The funny.
The funny.
Don't forget the funny.
Oh.
Bring the funny.
Bring the funny.
Hey, chick. I see you brought the pie. Did you bring the funny? Go to hell.
That's a stand-up
I know what you're
phrase.
talking about.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
However, today's show, we hope to bring the funny.
Well, see, you did it again.
No, I was just deliberately, you see, to irritate you.
Well, that's not helpful.
Coming up, we have some interesting stuff. The first off thing in sports, of course, involves the weather.
As we speculated, the Bills-Browns game has been officially moved to Ford Field in Detroit. And there was an interesting tweet online yesterday from the, I guess Ford Field has its own Twitter account, and it tweeted Buffalo Bills. It said, hey, we're going to leave the important numbers by the phone. Okay, if you need anything, have a good time, and please don't break any of our tables. Because the Bills fans and the Mafia, they like to dive off vans and land on tables and break
Is
them.
it going to be possible to drive from Buffalo?
I don't know. It's like I checked. It's like 4 to 5 hours. 4 hours if you go through Canada. 5 hours if you go through the United States. But
what if you go through
weather,
4 feet of snow?
That's I was getting to that. I was telling you that in normal circumstances,
Pat, this is called not bringing the funny.
It's 4 to 5.
Oh boy. Are you happy now?
Why?
How long is it in the snow?
How long is it in the snow, Tom? I don't know.
A little shorter than it normally is. Oh, you're talking about the distance, but I see.
Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah, you dip your dick in the snow, it's going to get shorter.
You think, I don't see a lot of Buffalo Bills fans. If you're a season Bills season ticket holder, can you do
Tickets go on
automatic?
sale today at 2 p.m.
Okay.
And it says they'll be cheaper, but I don't know. I haven't seen prices.
What? You don't know how much? Better get on that.
I'm on it.
All right.
I would imagine a bunch of Detroiters will go.
What do the tickets look like?
Well, the Detroit fans want to see a decent team play football.
Hey, let me tell you something. The Lions beat the Bears, who everybody's been telling me that Justin Fields is the greatest quarterback in the history of the world, and the Bears are the next big team. The Lions beat them in Chicago.
On any given Sunday.
Yeah.
Everybody's been telling you that the Bears are great this year.
Yeah.
Boy, it's not like Chicago sports fans to brag about
here we
their,
go. Here we go.
how great their teams are. That's interesting.
Full disclosure, you want to handle it? You want me to?
I'm from St. Louis, baby!
There you go, baby.
Well, also coming up in the news, interesting story where the world of the Pokemon card intersects with the NFL.
Wow, I wouldn't have thought they did.
Yeah, it's a very, what do you call it, a Venn diagram, is that what it is?
Yes.
It's
it's
a
narrow.
very small, in fact, it may be one guy, but it's
Yeah, it's not. No. What's wrong with you today? You've already started.
it's called the teaser.
No, it's not. It's called irritating.
I
It's what
call
it's
him the
called.
teaser.
I
The
don't think
worst
teaser is a
there
word,
ever was.
except in Vegas. A teaser bat. I don't think teaser is a word the way you're using it, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, the teaser. You get people, you tease them with an interesting story. Oh, Pokemon fans are going to, Pokemon
How many
fans.
Pokemon fans do you think there are?
Well, enough to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for one Pokemon
They're still
card.
out there, man. It's crazy. And then Boy, it wasn't that long ago that Pokemon Go was the rage of the world.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
I
you
remember
saw them
that. The
everywhere.
kids were playing
That was
it.
so weird.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Fortunately, a few of them walked into buses and thinned the herd. We have.
See, it's not just me. He hates everyone.
We have. We congratulated yesterday Mr. Tom Batchy from Mainville, Ohio, and he just moved. Where did he move to?
Somewhere else in Ohio.
Springboro.
Springboro. Very good.
I don't know the population or the name of the high school, so move on.
Springboro High, I'm guessing. Tom was our Week 10 winner of the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em competition.
If you ever make any big sweeping changes and bring anybody in here brand new, that person, after 2 weeks, will kill you. Because if you're not used to you, it's quite a shock. Okay? It really is.
Oh, you're welcome.
No, that's not a compliment. You are an acquired taste, my friend.
Who the hell is this guy?
What the hell's his problem? Wait a minute. That's Tom? Well, he's a lunatic.
I was trying to congratulate Tom Batchy.
You did. 9 times. Pigskin Pick'em. Sign up. Last night was the first game. Blah, 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 blah.
Sounds like we're revisiting a certain show. Can you give me the teaser in the world of sports?
It's not a word, but I'll tell you what's coming up. How's that?
Teaser is perfectly acceptable.
It's
in
hardware
Scrabble.
time. Don't get me started on your problem with Scrabble either. We got some more awards in Major League Baseball.
Can we do that song right now?
I don't know why not.
Pat, can you do your tribute to Major League Baseball? This is now. This was yesterday or two days ago. They awarded the Cy Young Awards. Is that
Cy
correct?
Young Award. Yesterday they awarded the MVPs. That's right.
Oh, go ahead, Pat.
Come out of the land, boy, you agree. Sandy Alcantara smokes that home plate. We'll give you a statue, some say it's fate. It's amazing what you have done. Only the good win Cy Young. That's what I said. Only the good win Cy Young. Only the good win Cy Young. Hey!
A little tribute to the
You hear that? He got to the funny and he got out.
the beautiful Cy Young Award.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus. This just in.
What?
The World Cup in Qatar. Well, if you're looking forward to going to watch your favorite country play, soccer, and have a beer, sit in the stadium and have a beer, I'll tell you why you probably shouldn't do that.
Oh, boy. All right.
Qatar's going to put their foot down.
Uh-oh.
They can't allow it, and it just happened like 8 minutes ago.
Wow.
They have reversed their, you can have it in certain areas.
They heard rumors of freedom and choice and said, well,
I'll put a stop to that.
Yeah, they execute the journalist and put him in a suitcase that did it.
Will you stop telling that joke?
It's not a joke. It's true.
he really is. Will you stop relaying that news?
How many? Maybe it's my fault. I found it upsetting. You found it. I don't know what you find it.
Our friends in Saudi Arabia.
What else? What else? Oh, you Packer fans happy your team won last night? They didn't, Joe.
Oh, wow.
The Titans, 27-17, beating the Packers at Lambeau. And now Aaron Rodgers, now that his team's 4-7, he's complaining about turf across the... He's trying to get everybody to... Come on, sign my petition.
Yeah.
Make everyone change to real grass. This turf is bad for us.
It's not me, fellas. It's the ground we play on.
That's not me. Are you crazy? It's a wonder you could run.
And it's the air that I breathe. Right now, I want to talk about poetry. That's right. I want to talk about poetry for Neanderthals. It's a game.
I want to talk about sex, baby.
It's
Let's talk about
from the folks that, if you've ever played the Exploding Kittens card game, and right off the bat, you hear the phrase Exploding Kittens, and you go, uh-oh. Poetry for Neanderthals, especially the Not Safe for Work edition, by the way, available at Target, is a super fun game. And we've been playing it on the air a little bit. I hope you've heard us. They call it Poetry for Neanderthals because when you give the hint, you've got a card and you're trying to get everyone else to shout out usually a 2-word phrase that sometimes can be a little naughty, like, I don't know, banana hammock or helicopter dick. Something that's a little bit awkward. Something that's a little bit awkward for Grandma to say. Mm-hmm. And but Josh, you're better at it than I am. You have to give one syllable hints, but you can make a sentence out of it, so it often sounds a little bit clumsy, but it ends up being very, very funny. So this is the perfect thing for Thanksgiving. When you're doing your shopping, head over to Target and grab the game. There's also an edition that's safe for kids, as safe as anything can be. And by the way, coming up in the news, the current list of the top 10 unsafe toys. This is perfectly safe. The NSFW just means not safe for work, so it's a little bit naughty. It takes a couple minutes to learn how to play it. It's super fun, and winning really isn't the object. The object is learning new things and having Grandma Google Cleveland Steamer after you explain how to Google something. That's just one example that I can think of. Once again, exclusively available at one of my favorite places, Target. And you can also get it at Target.com.
I'm sorry, where'd you say, Tom?
I said Target. Oh, good shot.
Ouch.
That is nice.
Sorry, Chris.
Poetry for Neanderthals is the name of the game. It's super fun. We had a great time doing it. Also, coming up in the news, we have this is a new thing that we keep getting, a weird tie-in to nail polish and beer. It's a just bizarre story. Plus, a world record. I looked at the picture and almost puked. And
you don't like this sort of thing.
No,
that's right.
Ugh.
A lot of people will not be fazed by this, but you find it really
disturbing.
Really disturbing.
Yeah. Okay, we'll talk about that.
All right.
It's all
Let's
coming
talk
up.
about it.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? This week only, all Pro Elite wash items and accessories are buy one, get one half off. That's car wash, tire cleaner, leather cleaner. All buy one, get one half off. Sponges and towels, we've got duo weave, waffle weave, whatever weave you want. Accessories too. Pro Elite floor mats, car covers, and more. Any Pro Elite item, buy one, get one half off. This week only at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work Edition news desk.
Oh, that'd be me.
Christy Lee. It's my favorite background music we play.
Interstitial music. Doesn't that sound like a pornographic term?
Michael Bone reads on keyboards.
Very nice. Thank you, Mike. He's got a special thing coming up. I'll tell you about it.
Yes, thank you, Mike Reed. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Ace Cosby is, once again, he's been in radio for 40 years.
I'm showing our camera guy, Jeff. I'm paying my debt.
And, by the way, he's holding up a box of Totino's Party Pizza rolls or
Pizza.
Pizza.
Is that frozen?
Yeah.
Not for long. Now get out of here, huh? I'm Chick McGee, and I'm a little crabby today. I'm sorry.
What was the bet again, Ace?
We bet Totino's Pizza on a football game, and
Your team lost?
Well, you didn't see the last play of the game.
Oh, God.
What does that mean?
What was the final score?
I don't remember.
Who gets the pizza? You?
No,
No,
not
Jeff.
me. I wouldn't.
Oh, Oscar. That's right. Oscar was sitting there.
Well,
Chick
we'll
was
move
out.
forward here.
That's
We
right.
have Chick McGee
Up here, I'm already out.
at the,
Already?
at the Bob and
22
Tom
minutes.
Sports Desk.
Already. Dear Bob, Tom, Chick, Christy, Pat, Dean, Jason.
Just say hello.
I was driving to work just moments ago and turned the show on. I was dreading the day ahead of me. I have meetings all day long.
Oh, man.
With an insufferable client. Then I realized it could be worse. Tom could be my boss. Thank you for a fresh perspective. You are welcome, Val.
Val, I'll tell you what. I'm going to be your boss right now.
That's a good song, Valerie. Monkeys.
Oh,
Take
yeah.
the day off, Val.
Take the day. Skip those
Take
meetings.
the day off.
Yeah.
To paraphrase the man, anyone who enjoys meetings should never be in charge of anything.
It's the number one thing that CEOs say the biggest waste of their time is meetings.
It's ridiculous.
I know people that are in meetings all day.
I know. It's such a bummer.
I don't don't get it.
Because you spend 90% of the time listening to stuff that has nothing to do with what you're doing.
Yeah.
Our meetings are pretty good. They're
out,
yeah,
10
they are
minutes.
pretty in and out.
Oh,
I mean,
they?
there are like 3 or 4 people in there that just love the fact that they're in a meeting, and so they.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you wouldn't know, Chick, because you don't want to take
I was asked not to attend the meetings because of the how was it put? The look on my face. I don't know what that means. I didn't take it as an
Since
insult.
I said it, I'll tell you what it means.
Here's the thing: you're really bringing everybody down.
Not really motivating.
And I really
anyone.
wasn't doing anything.
That's the whole point.
you can't help you.
Head down, eyes sad.
I've got the down at the corners. I got the sad McCartney eyes.
The audible sighing.
Puppy dog eyes, right?
Every now and then I'll give it a this.
Right. Yeah, that's good.
the puppy dog eyes.
Now, we have some more veterans requests we're going to get on. For you.
Let me touch your vagina.
This is why you can't have it.
That's our great Donny Osmond song.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
Now,
Let me touch you.
Do we have a sportscast at all? Because I have many things I can do over here.
You know what? I've wondered that myself. Here we go, kids. Aaron Judge.
Here come the Judge.
Your man of the Yankees has won the American League MVP award. First Yankee to win it since 2007, and a guy called A-Rod. And the first outfielder Yankee to win it since, you want to guess?
Are we 50s or?
If I tell you, you're going to say it, and I'm not going to tell you what decade it was. I'm tired. Mickey Mantle is the.
I was going to guess, but
what year did he win it?
I don't know, 56, I think, or something like that.
Okay.
I was trying to make conversation.
It's a fair question. I'm sure Ace can look it up for us.
St. Louis Cardinals slugger Paul Goldschmidt won the National League MVP.
All right.
And now, here's a limerick I prepared. Mr. Goldschmidt.
Okay.
There once was a man named Goldschmidt.
yes.
That's all right.
Go on.
Whose butt was so.
As long as a giant. Oh, never mind. And staying with Aaron Judge, it's a big piece of baseball history, and it'll take a big chunk of change to buy it. The ball that Yankee slugger Aaron Judge hit for his American League record 62nd home run is up for auction.
Oh.
The man who caught it, Corey Humans, has sold the rights to the Golden Auction House. That's IN, not EN, whose founder says it will almost certainly fetch the highest price ever paid for a baseball. The opening bid is $1 million.
Wow.
As for the ball making it back to Judge, don't think that's going to happen, at least not through the auction. Judge says he's not going to bid for it.
Okay.
So there you go.
There are plenty of video of me hitting it. I don't need the
Yeah,
baseball.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Actually, I heard Judge was just going to buy the NFT of the baseball.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's something to...
How do you feel about NFTs, Tom? You like those,
Thanks,
don't
Josh.
you?
Hey, look, it's your money. You can piss
Who
it away
gets that money?
however you want.
Baseball money.
The baseball money? The guy who has the ball?
Guy
Oh.
got the ball.
Corey.
The auction house will get a fine cut.
Well, your auction house, I mean, when Christy sells something, you get a...
Oh, I get a cut, yeah. Well, we're
taste.
busy all day long.
Goes without saying.
You always hear
Wouldn't
these
that be
stories
nice?
about you hear the stories about these baseballs and stuff going for $1 million. You never hear the story of 4 years later when they dump it and they get $300. I mean, not all this stuff keeps going up in value.
Well, of course. But I think it means something to someone.
Apparently.
Obviously.
Wonder if Todd McFarlane will step up. He remember he used to buy up all that stuff.
Charlie Sheen buys those because he's
I think
ungrateful.
he's working
for
much now, is he?
Yeah, well,
he's sick.
Much from him.
yeah, that's a shame.
He's ill.
Oh, is he?
I believe.
Ah, well,
I think
Well,
so.
that
yeah.
tiger blood will do it.
Well, apparently the tiger blood.
Apparently it was a bad transfusion.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
apparently.
Okay, we have a couple quick requests here
Thursday night football.
in honor of.
The Titans won, and I'll tell you details when Tom
this
lets
is
me.
more important. We're talking about
More important.
Ace's bet with Mr. Oskey, and is it?
For a 99-cent
Where
piece.
is Oskey? Get in here.
It's a
Explain
total-
this
You know
back.
what? That inflation thing, these were always, I mean, for 25 years, $1, $1.25.
Right.
They're $1.99 now.
Yeah, inflation finally hits
My
home for
God.
Ace Cosby.
That really put you
Well,
back.
they can preserve one of those for 30 years, but not the price.
Nobody knows the trouble. $1.99. Good God, man.
Let's trade salaries.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ace. I did better than you. I'm sorry. God.
This is This is the famous.
I apologize.
This is the famous. We did an interview with Mr. Ozzy Osbourne. He's been in the studio a handful of times. We were on the phone with him one time, and it was just completely unintelligible. And everyone
I love this bit.
else in the room was abandoning me as I was trying to interview Ozzy. And
Did I request this?
After it was over, we took some of the audio and rearranged it to see what it would sound like if Ozzy Osbourne ordered a Totino's pizza or whatever that thing is. If Ozzy ordered a pizza from a restaurant and it sounded something like this.
Paparazzi Pizza, can I take your order?
Yeah, I'm just I'm in the car.
Okay.
I need to go and we just got to the Mad Monk.
Meat lover?
Right.
Yeah, going to be about 45 minutes.
That's Mike Mark along with Ozzy Osbourne.
Which Ozzy Osbourne song is it? Oh no, is that Crazy Train or
Flying High Again?
Flying High Again? I like that song. Can you put Flying High Again up on my? I like Flying High.
That is good. Right?
Oh no,
it's available.
You don't like Bark at the Moon?
I don't like Bark at the Moon. It's a little bit too bad for me to like, so I really don't care for it.
The notes are in the wrong order.
Yeah, and it sounds bad
noisy. Wrong instrumentation. Not my thing.
It makes my hand turn it down.
He's up for a Grammy.
Is he really?
Yes.
I have quite an email to share with everybody here.
Okay, we have email music now.
Oh, great.
Already?
You know what? This song could be playing in the background of this email very well.
Okay.
Bobby, with an IE, so...
Probably a girl.
lady.
Probably a lady.
Last night,
Did you kill Ozzy?
I had an extremely erotic dream about Tom. No offense, Tom. I've never thought of you like that. And I am what Tom might call a girthy gal.
Oh.
The problem is I can't get the image of me riding Tom out of my head. The nightmare doesn't stop there, she says. I also did chick in an elevator before I
Wow.
She went through... She's making her way through the whole crew.
Holy hell. I think Josh and Pat and Ace, you guys are next.
Well,
It's my turn.
yeah, you've got to be third at least. Have a great day, she says.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Bobby, I think.
Yeah.
We return to the NFL.
Ryan Tannehill, which is a leather company up on a mountain.
That is very silly.
Tannehill.
Threw for 333 yards and 2 touchdowns. He outdueled Aaron Rodgers, but it's the turf. It's the ground.
They're all having trouble with that ground,
How do
aren't
you
they?
expect me to stand around here with this bad
And
turf?
there have barely been any touchdowns thrown this year.
Barely. I don't know how Mahomes does it. The Titans defeat the Packers 27-17 last night at Lambeau. Tannehill looked sharp for his second game back after missing 2 with that injured right ankle. 22 of 27. Oh, that's very good. 1 pick, and the Titans won for the 7th time in 8 games. Aaron was 24 of 39 for 227 and 2 touchdowns, both to rookie Christian Randy Watson. Green Bay has lost 6 of 7 and are now 4-7 on the seasons. The chance of them making playoff are slim and none. And what do they say about that, Tom? That's right, slim has left town.
Oh, well.
And the NFL announced that Sunday's Buffalo Bills home game against the Browns being moved to Detroit due to the serious snowstorm. Thunder snow, they're saying.
Which, again, it sounds like a James Bond movie.
Yeah, that was happening last night in Buffalo. Thunderstorm.
I was in a thunder snow once in Korea, and it was the thunder light or snow lightning and everything.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It doesn't snow in Korea. The National Weather Service issued a lake effect storm warning lasting through Saturday morning for southern Erie County, which includes the Bills' home and Orchard Park. The forecast predicts between 1 to 3 feet of snow with the possibility of thunder snow.
Only 1 to 3? I thought what happened to 4 to 6?
I thought 4 to 6. You know, somebody tweeted, I put it up on my Instagram, the Chick McGee, 6 feet of snow, and both running backs, it's Devin Singletary and Nick Chubb are both under 6 feet tall. So they would have been covered. You just see
Can't
their
see
top of their little helmets like Bugs Bunny running through.
Last night, snow was falling at a rate of 3 inches per hour with 5 inches per hour possible. God, that's a lot of snow.
It's not that big. Buy a shovel. You'll be fine.
And then one of those...
Until your heart explodes.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Gotta
know,
be
I'm not
careful
supposed to
with
be
that.
outside under 37 degrees. Did you know that?
They're living in the wrong place.
That's a true statement.
Why is that?
Because my arteries. I have the arteries of a 120-year-old man. They're
Really
not good. Yeah, I've got. I'm held together with chicken wire and chewing gum. I can't. My arteries close.
We have an email.
Oh.
It's from Stephen.
Excuse me.
Technically, you all hold a 4-hour meeting every day starting at 6 a.m. When you think about it, it's a miracle no one's been killed yet.
True enough.
This switch for the Bills to be playing in Detroit on Sunday will mean one of these oddities, the Bills will play in back-to-back games in Detroit. They are scheduled to play the Lions on Thanksgiving. In response to the game moving, the Lions tweeted, this is very funny, they tweeted openly to everyone, of course, but specifically to the Bills, hey, important numbers are by the phone, lock up when you leave, and please don't break our tables. So
That's funny. Will they fly back to Buffalo to?
I was going
I
to
don't
say,
know
are
what
they
they'll
going to stay there?
I would think not.
they'll go back to
They
Buffalo.
would. The players will insist on it.
Yeah,
But I mean, if
get back
Buffalo-
to their families.
If Buffalo's all shut down,
But do you not
Can
remember?
they get in and out?
Do you not remember the NBA trying to have all their players stay in a hotel
in the bubble?
And do you think the Bills want to stay in Detroit instead of going home and then coming back? Well, maybe they
I'm
won't
just
be
saying
able to.
If Buffalo is pretty much shut down,
They're only getting 1 to 3 feet. Not that big of a deal.
They don't get a lot of snow in Missouri, do they?
Well,
They get
Ton,
snow in
yeah.
a ton?
It's comparable to here. Yeah.
how much money do you have? Chick?
snowing in
I've
Detroit.
got, I think I've got
I
like
left my wallet at
$40
home.
bucks. Is that we can give Josh gas money, have him drive to Buffalo and shovel snow as a good Samaritan, then we'll call him Monday morning from
See how long he lasts?
in the hospital.
Well, at the stadium there, when they have heavy snow, they actually pay fans to go in and shovel the stands.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Last year there were like video of that.
And they
Yeah,
have-
because they had a foot of snow. But
And they have no shortage of volunteers.
Yeah.
Why doesn't someone step up and put like a movable dome on top of that thing?
Because,
This is
as
part of
we
the-
now historically and
It's-
famously told you yesterday,
Yeah.
it's part of the game.
They
The
like it.
outdoor elements are part of the game.
Stupid. That'd be like, well, every third NBA game we throw salad oil on the court.
No, that's
It doesn't make any sense.
You know, actually,
You know what?
that sounds pretty interesting.
It's wishbone night tonight.
I find it amazing and just fascinating that you think that's the same argument.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tom,
what
elements of the weather are part of the game.
I know, it's stupid.
Remember the fog
No,
bowl?
this-
Yes, the football.
The
They
NFL
play outdoors.
The NFL is all about television. They've got to do things to make it.
This makes great
That makes
television.
for great.
Hell yeah.
And as I
It's
said yesterday,
unwatchable.
if they had the game in Buffalo, the stadium would be sold out. 70,000
And
people.
people would watch that game.
Damn right.
Hell yeah, they would.
The real question is, who do you think the last person at a restaurant was to ask for salad oil?
I need some salad oil. Horseless carriage.
I want extra virgin olive oil. And by the way, who's the extra virgin? How did that work?
And do you have a cloak or fedora room that I could use?
I seem to have lost my hat pin.
I can't imagine there are any extra virgins in Italy.
He's not here.
What is
He's not
salad
here.
oil? Is that
Wesson salad oil.
It's vinegar and oil.
Oil
I
and
think.
vineger.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at this this flyer over here, Chick. I don't know if you saw one of these.
I had your confidence.
It says Saturday, November 19th. That, of course, is this Saturday. There's a very handsome picture of Josh Arnold. And Josh is going to be live and in person at the Olympic Southside Theater.
Yes.
In Cedar Rapids, Iowa. God, I wish there were 3 feet of snow that he had to drive through so he'd stop going, oh, it's only 3 feet of snow. You know, you'd have to leave right now to get there.
Some of these are jokes.
Well, let us know by holding your hand up, will you?
Next time, bring the fun.
Josh Arnold live coming up Saturday in Cedar Rapids. That's super cool.
Another way to say that is tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
God, I haven't really having trouble remembering what day it
Hoping
is.
they'll be whipping up a fresh batch of Cap'n Crunch while I'm there. That air that permeates the air.
Yeah, you can smell it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
And there's a big controversy about the box that Cap'n Crunch comes in.
The
We'll
box?
get back to that.
Oh, I
when
was
we
not
come
aware.
back.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that in a few minutes.
Okay.
Right now, I want to talk
Captain
about
Crunch comes in a box.
Yes, it does.
That's surprising. They usually don't allow them on the ships.
Hey.
Bad luck, from what I understood. But
Raycon earbuds would allow you to Lock out the sounds on the outside. If you're listening to this show, unfortunately, you're going to get what we're saying. Raycon earbuds are the best. Chick McGee brought them to my attention many years ago.
Yes, I did. Raycon's wireless earbuds, headphones, and speakers. They've got it all at Raycon. They offer premium sound, useful features, and almost custom comfortable fit, and up to 54 hours of battery life. And they start at half the price of other premium audio brands. Plus, Raycon makes gifting so easy. They have holiday gift lines for everyone in your life. And knock that list out all at once at Raycon and get 30% off, too, by shopping Raycon's holiday bundles and the holiday gift guides. Everybody needs a pair of Raycons in their ears, whether it's listening to music, taking work calls, having a nice moment, a Zen moment for yourself, listening to music and shutting the outdoor hurly-burly out, as Tom would say. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom, or also available at Kohl's and Walmart. You can go to buyraycon.com/Tom right now, though, and use the code EARLYBF to get 20% off site-wide. Save even bigger and get 30% off Raycon's exclusive holiday bundles. That's code EARLYBF, EARLYBF, at buyraycon.com/Tom. 20% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Coming up, some requests, including a little bit of Mr. Obvious, a little bit of Haywood Banks on the way, and a little tribute to Orange Barrels. All coming up this morning. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This NFL season, every Westwood One NFL broadcast streams live for free. Listen in the NFL app, on WestwoodOneSports.com, via Westwood One station streams, or by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports. If it's the NFL, it's on Westwood One. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I'm no tech genius, but I knew if I wanted my business to crush it, I'd need a website now. Thankfully, Bluehost made it easy. I customized, optimized, and monetized everything exactly how I wanted with AI. In minutes, my site was set up. I couldn't believe it. The search engine tools even helped me get more site visitors. Whatever your passion is, you can set it up with Bluehost. With their 30-day money-back guarantee, what have you got to lose? Head to Bluehost.com to start now.
Are your ulcerative colitis symptoms proving difficult to manage? Tremfya guselkumab can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. At 1 year, many patients taking Tremfya achieved clinical remission, and some patients also achieved endoscopic remission. Individual results may vary. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor if Tremfya can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more, or visit TremfyaRadio.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work Edition news desk.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chickie.
There's Ace Cosby.
Buddy.
Pal. There's Willie Griswold's on assignment this morning. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
I want to say a special closed circuit hello to Dave in Iowa.
Hi, Dave in Iowa.
Hey, Dave ain't here, man.
See, Dave, never ask for a shout-out. No, Dave was just saying how much he enjoys many things, and he loves Ozzy ordering a pizza. And by the way, that's really Ozzy's voice on there going,
Not funny to make fun of a man who has trouble.
Yeah.
Well, and we should also point out that those quotes from Ozzy were how long ago? Like 20 years ago, I'm going to say.
So you're saying they may have gotten worse?
Just saying, I don't think a thing like that gets better.
Well, coming up, we have a bunch of requests, including some Thanksgiving stuff. But first, we return to the sports page with what?
Nope, the sports not yet. Dear Bob and Tom Show, I'm a mobile groomer in Dayton, Ohio.
I love my mobile groomer.
I heard your story the other day on your toes, Pat, about the rats and the music experiment.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how much money they spent on that, but I've known animals can keep a beat for years. I find that when I have a particularly nervous dog and I work to the beat of the music, they know when the next touch is going to be, and it takes away some of the anticipation.
Oh.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, that's great.
All lies are interesting.
I've even had a few... dogs bop their heads with
No,
me.
you haven't, ma'am.
Which is super
You are
cute.
projecting onto these animals.
I'm going to project onto you, Josh. Except I'm going
I'd
to
like
project
to
some
see that.
nice body temperature warm vomit.
I swear the dogs I work on dance.
Well, it could be worse.
Don't you see?
You could be.
We're all dog people here except for Josh.
That's not true. I
Josh
like
has
dogs.
Josh,
You're a liar.
I have a cat named Gravy.
So when I go to your house, am I not loving on your dogs?
Yeah, but you don't mean it.
Oh.
I can tell.
That's because you guys are dog weirdos.
They are.
Oh, you're a cat guy too. Of course you like
Well,
cats.
I'm dog sitting for you next week.
No, you're not. I've neighborhood watch people have your name and picture.
The story that what's this person's name?
Julia.
Cuckoo McNutface.
Julia.
Thank you for taking care of all those beasts out
Yes,
there, as my
Julia.
mom
Yeah,
would
but
call
quit
them.
pretending like these animals know things.
They do. Here's the story, Josh. This is from
my
science.
favorite-
Wait a minute. I'm
there's
sorry.
more.
Chick, remember, we're talking to a denier of science over there.
My favorite day to groom is 2 for Tuesday. So let Christopher know that somewhere, somebody out there in the greater Dayton area, a dog is getting groomed to the beat of the music, and they love it. They love you guys too, except for Josh.
That's right.
Tom?
Here's the science, Josh. This is
I
from
added
something
that
called
part.
Science Daily, or I'm sure you get a copy
Oh,
of
is this
Science,
about the rats?
Science
Yeah.
Denier
So it has
Daily.
nothing to do with the dogs?
Dogs?
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it says
Way to prove your point.
The study shows that I could cough up some,
boy.
like I said, nice body temperature vomit. Very chunky. I had some granola about an hour ago.
Don't go vomit. Invite him to a bukkake party. See how mouthy he is then.
The study shows that rats can move to a musical beat.
Yeah, they do.
Researchers found that rats and humans jerk their heads to the beat. It's a very complicated experiment, Josh.
Right.
But without any training or exposure to music, the rats displayed innate beat synchronization. This was published in a journal known as Science Advances, which is just fascinating. I mean, you think about it. The beat is all these critters have hearts that are beating, and this is a scientific thing demonstrating that. And have you ever been to Chuck E. Cheese?
I have.
Yeah.
Oh, what was going on there with when the
There was a
music played?
dancing rat.
Damn right there was.
Okay. Are you humiliated yet?
And there's a dog that plays the guitar, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, lady.
Pat, do you have a tribute?
Oh, rats can dance, rats can move, looking cool as they shuffle their feet. Oh, look at that, taunt that cat, digging the dancing rat. Oh. Friday night and the river's low. Dirty rat has no place to go. Then he hears the music, his tail starts to swing. Travolta's no longer king. You're the dancing rat, dressed in spats on your tiny feet. Whoa! Dancing rat feels the beat from the New York street. Oh, yeah. Rats can dance, rats can move, and Ratatouille proved anyone can cook. Oh, look at that. In his top hat, digging the dancing rat.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
Those
I do
rats
believe
in New
rats
York,
do.
they love to go clubbing. They love the band Rat Ace.
Oh, sure they do.
Yeah, they hate the band Poison. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, no, they wouldn't care for that.
Oh, they're a big Stephen Piercy fan, yeah.
They once went on Broadway to see the play Cats. They hated it. They didn't care for it at all.
Funny enough, they love Madison Square Garden.
Isn't that
They love
interesting?
basketball.
Favorite singer? Sinatra, of course. He had
Oh, the Rat
head
Pack.
of the Rat Pack, of course.
Did we have this story? And if we did, I apologize. Do you know that Spam has a figgy pudding flavor?
We have that coming up.
Coming up.
Did you know this?
Yes.
I can't wait to find out about that.
We have it.
we sure do.
It is on the way.
Yeah.
Figgy pudding, flavor, spice, and everything nice.
It is on the way.
I'm so excited.
Right here.
Hot dog.
Also, coming up in the news, we have some world records. We have this every year. We get this list, the 10 worst toys, meaning the 10 most dangerous
Right.
toys.
Oh, I love these.
But they're never as dangerous as the stuff that we had.
Oh,
sure,
sure,
no.
yeah.
Chick, did you have the vacuum form?
I didn't.
No, I had creepy crawlers. Did
I
you
had
have
the
that?
incredible time machine where they had these little plastic squares.
Ooh, I had that too.
They're little plastic
And
squares.
they heat up.
And you put it in this little plastic,
Yep.
it's all plastic dome, and you plug it in, and it reached an incredible temperature.
Yeah.
And as the plastic melted, it would pop out in this little a dinosaur would come out of it, I think, or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And then you put it back in, heat it up again, and put it and then mash it back down into a little square. I love that thing. Yeah.
yeah. But of course, I mean, incredible fire hazard.
Oh my God.
The vacuum form,
Absolutely.
designed to
Absolutely.
molten plastic, spilling all over your fingers.
We have an email coming up, too, from a lady who runs a fish store. They talked to her, apparently.
Oh, really?
So more lunatics who work with animals coming up.
See what he's trying to do here.
Yeah, the dog groomer who told us that the dogs
She's a sweet, nice person.
Most loons are.
move their head in rhythm to the music.
Okay.
Good
This
girl.
lady.
Maybe we should invite her over and give her a baseball bat and see if she can move it into the rhythm of Josh ducking.
I'm sure she'd happily hit me with it.
Coming up, our friend comedian Augie Smith will be joining us.
Some of these are jokes.
Again, raise your hands. And some cool world records and the worst toys that are out there. And a weird story about the Milwaukee Bucks and their jerseys. Very funny story. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work Edition news desk.
Hi.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick McGee.
Hey, man. There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Manning that track phone hotline, hot phone. Willie Griswold on assignment. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Coming up, we're going to hang out with an old friend of the show. Comedian Augie Smith is back in action. We look forward to seeing the Aug start.
Yes.
Also, comedian Leanne Morgan will be our guest this morning.
All right.
And some other surprises coming your way, including some very special Thanksgiving Day requests.
Oh.
Pat Godwin is prepared with some great new music. He's got his guitar. He's got his organ out. Put that away and let's play the guitar. We have Chick McGee across the way at the sports desk. Have we missed anything?
Well, NFL linebacker Blake Martinez is ending his football playing career.
Really?
Yeah.
Injury, Chick?
No.
No.
Mental health issues?
No, this is mid-season. As
For
a matter
his
of fact,
family?
he's going to start a new venture in selling Pokemon cards.
Okay.
What?
There's money to be made.
Martinez sold a Pokemon Illustrator card with a Gem Mint 9.5 rating. That's very, very good. For $672,000.
Holy cow.
This is more than double what he would have made if he'd kept playing football for the Raiders.
And he's not being tackled.
Yeah.
Right. Or, he's doing the tackling, but still, yes, you're
Yeah.
exactly right. And he says also, here's an interesting quote. Ace, you might be interested in this. Besides, the Raiders stopped playing football before I did.
How about that?
He made that up.
So anyway, there you go.
It's interesting. This guy's one of those, I guess it would best be termed a fringe player.
Yeah.
He's serviceable, as they would say.
He played with a bunch of teams, and when
He's
he wasn't
steady.
playing, with a team, he was on a practice squad here and there.
How many years has he been in the league? Does it say?
Not very long.
7.
Okay.
Is it
That's-
7?
it-
I thought it was 5.
that's
What is
a
the
fair amount.
average? Isn't it like 4 years that the average player
I
plays?
want to say 2.5 or 3 years.
Oh,
is
really?
the average career. Yeah. It's not.
Here we go. He saw action in all 7 seasons. He's been a fringe player with a variety of NFL practice squads. He played with the Giants, the Packers, and the Raiders. But a Pokemon card worth more than $672,000.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing.
He said there's more money to be made selling Pokemon cards, and in 10 years he'll still be able to use the bathroom alone. Isn't that something?
Thank you, John.
Yeah, he's excited about that.
And he'll remember where his Pokemon cards
That's
are.
right. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, you know what?
that would be helpful.
And hey,
I'd like to always be able to recognize my wife.
and look at this. We got an update.
Don't give me no hand-me-down world
Cup from Doha, Qatar. World Cup organizers in Qatar are announcing they will have a ban on alcohol sales
Land of the free, baby.
at the World Cup.
And
there.
Budweiser paid $75 million.
Period. End of story.
For the rights.
In September, Qatar said it would permit ticketed fans to buy alcoholic beer at World Cup soccer matches starting 3 hours before kickoff and 1 and for 1 hour after the final whistle, but not during the match.
Yeah, but Tom, Budweiser didn't buy the rights in the hopes that they would make their money back selling beer. They know that this is just a marketing thing.
Right.
They've got the budget.
It is. It's to get their name.
I believe there'll be some renegotiating with FIFA. They're going to get money back.
Oh,
you think?
I certainly would want it back.
Budweiser, which is one of FIFA's partners, and as Tom said, he wants to make it a bigger story. They spent $75 million. Wow, that's quite the rights. How do they afford that at Budweiser? What do they sell $75 million worth of beer? Well, I was talking the sentence, right? Anyway.
That's just the attitude of any random socialist out there. Anything that is bigger than you is somehow cheating you. Budweiser employs a lot of people. They do a lot of good things.
Yeah, of course.
And they still will.
Right. That's the thing.
You know what this is? This is a speed bump for Budweiser.
No, but it's also...
This is proof it's a speed bump.
You know what's going to be bad? What's worse than a sober hooligan? Come on. These soccer fans are bad enough, but
Budweiser
sober? Please.
Is an official partner with FIFA. They tweeted upon hearing this, well, this is awkward.
That's funny.
That was a tweet.
Good for them.
They're owned by the world's largest brewer, Anheuser-Busch InBev. Budweiser's to sell beer within the ticketed perimeter surrounding each of the 8 stadiums before and after each game. CNN is still waiting for an official statement from Budweiser, FIFA, and what they call Qatar's Supreme Committee. And let me tell you something. You do not want to get on the wrong side of the Supreme Committee.
I think you're wrong. I'm sure they're champions of a free press.
They have their own guillotine sharpener.
I'm sure they host many ladies' nights around the country.
I'm sure they
bars.
do.
Yeah. Do you think this will affect attendance?
Wow.
No.
All right.
People will still go.
I think it will affect the sales of hidden leather pouches that you can hide liquids in.
You don't want to be caught with beer, I think, at the stadium.
Whoosh.
Oh, boy.
Hi, my name's Brittany Griner. How'd you get here? Well,
I wasn't going to mention that.
Wrong fascist regime. Forgive me. How
I'll
stupid
mention that,
of me.
But Brittany Griner, it is official. She has been moved to a Russian penal colony. That's
This is
according to
unbelievable.
Statements from her lawyers. This happened yesterday. It's a penal colony in Mordovia, about 210 miles east of Moscow.
And then their defense, it is one of the easier penal colonies, the Mordovia. Really? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You only have to hammer rocks 12 hours as opposed to the traditional 16.
And you don't have to stand on your head in the pool of snot either, so that's good.
Okay.
Breaks over.
Breaks over, flip over. And also in sports that I can't believe, the Milwaukee Bucks will not be able to wear their popular Cream City uniforms.
I bet Christy can guess why.
During games due to a...
Cream City uniforms.
Yeah.
Is Cream City a beer or something?
No, Cream City is the nickname of Milwaukee because of it's an architectural thing. They were famous for their cream-colored buildings.
The buildings are so gorgeous when you see them, you'll cream.
Wow. Yeah, wasn't Cream City one of the bars Dahmer used to go to?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
this man is on fire.
They're famous for, they call it Cream City brick.
Okay.
It's a sort of a cream-colored brick that's used in a lot of buildings.
All right.
But what's as a former TV engineer,
Buck spokesman.
Oh, because of the.
It has to do with television.
I see.
Yes, that's the reason. You didn't give her a chance to guess. You just told her.
What is it?
It's like a green screen thing.
Mr. Dustin Gotze explained that the team can't bring back the jerseys because they interfere with technology that is used for digitally inserting on-court advertisements that are only seen on television broadcasts.
Gotcha.
Oh. Are they green?
No, it's the same. It's the
same property as a green screen.
It kind of looks like the court.
It's in effect much like a meteorologist wearing a green shirt while standing in front of a green screen.
Right,
the NBA, the partners banned the cream color from every team's uniform upon hearing.
Not all chroma key is green screen. I would have expected media professionals like yourselves to know that.
That's true. You're right about that.
And Cream City is also a DVD that Josh has, and he also has his own Cream City jersey. It was just an old T-shirt of his.
Not to correct you in front of her, I own Cream City 2 through 6. 1 is very hard to find.
I bet that Pokemon guy could get it for you.
Going to Cream City, gonna have some.
I wonder if this will make the Cream City jerseys, the merch jerseys, sell even more. If they're
I would think
it's kind of a cool thing.
Sure.
I want to look them up.
And when we come back, we have more interesting things happening in the world, and we have comedian Augie Smith set to join us. We have a bizarre story about a fake story running around out there involving Disney World and a special roller coaster that doesn't exist and will not exist.
Oh.
Very, very funny.
Okay, this makes more sense now. The Cream City jerseys have green on them, so the green would be the exact same color as a chroma key, probably. So it's not just the cream
I thought it had
part.
something to do with projecting the advertisements on the court.
Whatever it is, they're still cool. They're very cool.
Yeah, I know it.
They do look cool.
The problem arose when they were in the bubble and all
Yeah.
the teams were playing, and they had to make the home team, that sort of thing. Remember, all the teams were playing in what was
in the same arena. Yeah.
And so they had to. They can project all that stuff. What you see on TV is not always what you see when you're there in person.
Well, no.
It's magic.
Nothing is real.
It's a magic trick.
Nothing is real.
Right. Everything you know is
It's a
wrong.
quote from the Beatles. Nothing is real. It is indeed.
Hey, the Beatles. There we are.
Nothing to get
There's
hung
your
about.
daily mention.
Okay. Now, coming up, as I mentioned, comedian Augie Smith. We've got a little bit of a turkey bird for you, a little bit of eaten turkey, all on the roster, some veterans requests. Happy to get those on for you. And right now, I want to talk a little bit about the holiday season and food. It's more than turkey, ladies and gentlemen. One of the big things is none of us have any time right now. So this is the perfect time to get into HelloFresh because they do the shopping. They do the measuring. The box arrives. It's got whatever you picked in it, and it's ready to rock because they've got those cards that have the easy-to-follow recipes. Every week, more than 35 recipes to choose from HelloFresh. Always something new to try, by the way, and easy to switch the sides around so you make sure you get exactly what you want. Saving money is a priority right now, and HelloFresh is cheaper than grocery shopping. They buy in bulk. And by the way, it's also significantly less expensive than takeout. See what I'm talking about? Go to HelloFresh.com/BTShow65. That code, by the way, will give you 65% off the price plus free shipping. BTShow65 is the code. Once again, HelloFresh.com/BTShow65. And by the way, whatever your food I guess the phrase would be lifestyle choice might be, you can do vegan, you could do low carb, you could do low cal, you could do good old-fashioned comfort food. They've got it at HelloFresh, curated by very fine chefs, and it's a lot of fun. Great for date night, by the way. And it's fun to do with the kids. That's how I like to do it. And like I said, everything's already measured and ready to rock. Have some fun. HelloFresh.com/BTShow65. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Coming up, we have a little bit more interesting stuff in sports, and we have the 10 worst toys, the most dangerous toys out there. Some of these are really...
Oh.
Yeah, Little Jimmy's flamethrower. Bad idea. Sometimes it shoots out the back. Little Bobby got it in the face.
Yikes.
Got Jay Leno right there.
Oh.
We're coming right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Prime Video. In the small town of Holland, Michigan, nothing is ever what it seems. Behind the tulip festivals and pretty houses lay dark secrets that threaten to tear a marriage apart. Nicole Kidman stars in this darkly twisted thriller about a wife and mother whose quest to uncover her husband's secrets may get her more than she bargained for. Holland, streaming on Prime Video March 27th.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work edition news desk.
Hello.
It's a free skate.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Samba, rumba. What's the difference? Other than the spelling. Smart ass.
I think the song is I'm a Rumba Girl, right?
There's Josh Arnold.
Do a rumba? This is a good rumba song.
Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee. And Tom, we have a special guest, the Bob and Tom comedy legend.
The man, the beard. It's one of our good friends, the great comedian Augie Smith, has joined us. Augie, you look great.
Thank you, Tom. That's very sweet. Yeah, I'm happy to be part of the Gray Beard Club.
Yes.
Good to see you
Oh, yeah.
guys.
Oh, yeah.
Josh, Pat,
Oh, yeah.
Chick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're keeping it tight. It's a big week in the Augie Smith house. Me and the wife have our 10th anniversary this
Well, how
week.
about that?
And so we were going to do it right. We're
Yeah?
going to do it big. And so the wife, she wanted to go to Australia, and I wanted a hot tub, so we compromised and had 3 children. 3. Oh, yeah. It's so many. And this is the thing. Look at me. Look at me with my gray beard. People see me. They hear I have 3 kids. They think, oh, your kids, they must be through school and married and divorced and through rehab and back home by now. That's what they're thinking. No. These are little kids.
Yeah.
I have a baby. A baby. I have a gray beard. I have an AARP card. And I have a baby. I threw my back out picking up my baby. That's a real thing that happened. Guess I won't be doing that again. How old am I? Great question. I find new music on Saturday Night Live. That's how old I am. How old am I? When teenagers are at the movie theater and they're making noise, everybody looks at me to say something, and when I do, they normally settle down. That's how old I am. How old am I? Sometimes the wife wears sexy nurse outfits, but just to get me to take my pills. That's how old I am. Ho!
Augie Smith, ladies and gentlemen. I know that world. They see you with your kids on Saturday and go,
Oh, yeah.
oh, you're with Grandpa today.
Yeah.
I get that a lot.
Do the kids giggle when they say that?
They think it's hilarious. and then occasionally they'll agree.
Oh,
look, Grandpa, you should have. Grandpa's not paying for your cheeseburger. We're going to hang out with Augie Smith, find out what's going on with Augie. We have a couple cool Thanksgiving requests coming up. I'm very excited about that. And Christy Lee's going to be tackling the news. But, wait a minute. Can you grab that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
How are you, Donnie?
I'm good. Augie, I need your number because my lead bass player, Todd Boner's got a new podcast, and I'm going to be a guest on it, and he wants you on there, too.
Oh, nice.
All right. Yeah, I'd be honored.
It's a brand new podcast. It's Todd Boner's podcast.
Very exciting. What does Todd call his show?
Well, I told him to call it the Bone Zone, Tom.
Yeah.
But he said since it's news-based, he's going with Triple B, boobs, breasts, and beyond.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Is all you talk about are women's breasts?
Pretty much. Just last week, he confessed he'd rather bag AOC over Joey Behars or Whoopi, even though them chicks from View have bigger hammers.
Oh,
Nice.
Fascinating.
It's a real conundrum.
Yeah,
My
I bet.
Sonny wants to be on there, too, but he makes them annoying whistling sounds when his dentures get loose.
Oh, boy.
Same way at karaoke. And, of course, every time he demands he has to sing CC Studios.
No.
And he won't even talk about the time he slept with Joan Jett's main roadie, a chick named Angela Bottoms.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, turns out, spoiler alert, Bottoms is just a stage name.
Oh.
Yeah, ironically, her real name is Peg Bottoms.
Oh.
Oh, really?
And boy, does she. Uncle Sonny learned that the hard way. And from that day forward, he had to stand up there at the table during poker night at Booney's. Swear to God.
Peg Bottoms, eh?
Oh, yeah, man.
Does
and
now
the
when
fact
you
remains, we record the podcast regular. We ain't got a radio station like you guys.
Oh, do you have like a special quiet place you can do it?
Well, my mom Phyllis lets us use her spare closet, Tom, because she got like 30 years of her stage one stripper stuff in there. She keeps her bras with them big falsies in there, so there's lots of padding to deaden the sound. But with all her bras and teddies, no wonder why we're always talking about boobs regularly.
Sure, makes
And
sense.
my idiot cousin Lonnie thought he was running the boom mic last week till he realized he was holding her double donger. Oh, gosh. He's just trying to get surround sound, Christy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I better go. My little dog Peppy's back over in Mitchell's yard.
Ah, dang Peppy.
He's over in the nativity scene. Looks like he's about to pee on them pilgrims again. I'm going to go.
Pilgrims.
In the nativity scene.
Oh, yeah. That must be some amalgamation.
Yeah.
Two
Well, a
different-
lot of people are putting Christmas up. They're getting mixed up, I
Yeah,
guess.
okay. Now, we have Chick McGee at the sports desk along with our guest comedian Augie Smith. Yes, sir?
One more. Here we go.
Stupid World Record.
And this is something that really bothers our buddy Tom.
All right.
A South American couple has broken the Guinness World Record for the most body modifications on a married couple.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Tom hates this.
They got the horns, do they? The horns?
Gabriella and Hugo Peralta initially earned the title with a total of 84 body mods between them.
Man.
Since their record was confirmed, the Peraltas have undergone more modifications, bringing the count to around 98.
Honey, you didn't invite the Peraltas to dinner, did you?
They make my stomach hurt. I can't look at them.
Together, they have 50 piercings, 8 microdermals. Is that like under the skin?
Yes, they're those. They almost look like pleats, or not pleats. So what do they call those things on jeans? Like those rivets.
Yeah, rivets. And a lot of people. Some people have like stones, like in their finger, so it looks like it's just like a ruby on their finger or whatever. And
So it's like ribbed for your pleasure?
It's stuck in there. It's like, ugh.
Is that what that's for?
I don't know. Boy, anybody who got one on their wiener would be.
Yeah, that would hurt.
No, I mean on your finger.
No, because it's small. They're
you can't
usually-
do sexual things with your finger, Tom. What? Please.
The ones I've seen have been very small, almost like a pierced earring kind of thing. Does that make sense?
I'll tell you off the air a little tip, Josh.
Oh, okay.
50 piercings, 8 microdermals, 14 body implants, 5 dental implants, 4 ear expanders, 2 ear bolts, 1 forked tongue.
Oh,
I can't even look it up.
And a sclera tattoo.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's the white of your eye, right? The sclera.
That's so bad.
Oh, that's the one where the woman in Canada went blind when they did it?
Don't do that.
But,
But how many sclera tattoos go absolutely fine?
But look at it.
You never hear about those.
You never hear about those.
Look at it this way. There's love for everyone. They two found each other.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Yeah.
It's just hard to look at the guy. His face is all
Have
tattooed.
you seen it?
Yeah, it's. Ugh.
They look like they're very much in love. If that means anything.
I'd be afraid they'd get stuck together like those magic rings. They wake up in the morning and they're all the metal.
I feel bad for the people who get in line behind them at TSA.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's going to take a
Well,
while.
I think it's like the back of Mad Magazine where you just got to fold them together and spell something out.
A fold-in couple.
I used to love the Mad Fold-In. Just the name of it made me laugh.
Great.
Those guys sitting around, someone goes, wait a minute, Playboy's got a fold-out. What if we did this? Remember, and you'd always try to figure out what the drawing was going to be when you folded it in.
Oh, yeah, you'd look at it to see what's going to...
Boy, he got real wistful.
Oh, I
over
love the
there.
Mad Fold-In. I would make this argument. Mad Magazine
Here we go.
is responsible for ultimately Lampoon, Saturday Night Live, and pretty much the tenor of contemporary humor. Because Mad Magazine, right from the get-go, took the piss out of everything.
And all those guys point to Mad Magazine about how much they loved it. So, yeah, absolutely.
It was
All
the
writers
best.
were
It was the best. And now, I'm okay with tattoos and stuff. It's fine, but this is really extreme.
Well, of course, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. When you see this guy, it'd be hard to not say something.
What would you say if you ran into this guy?
How do I get out of here?
Hopefully he's not one of those
What if
guys.
it's one... Go ahead, sir.
Oh, no. It's just I am so tired of people asking me about my tattoo.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I'm a lot of other things, too. Nobody ever wants to talk about my garden. Look at my rhododendrons. Nobody ever wants to talk about that. They only want to talk about the piercing in my eyeball. I'm more than just that.
Yeah, that's exactly. You've nailed it. I mean, what?
Seriously, could you not say something to him, or would you be compelled to talk to him about it?
Oh, yeah, I think Tom would stay away if I had to guess. If you saw him at the grocery store?
Yeah, I'd be okay talking to him, I guess, but I mean, it's...
If he was waiting in line at your favorite Saturday morning brunch place in front of you,
I'd talk to him.
Would you?
Is that right?
Oh, sure. I say, are those Allbirds? Oh, yeah, I got those too. Say, when you had the spike put in your skull, did that hurt?
Here's what I think it's one of those things where one of the people in the couple is into it, so the other person's doing it just to please them. Like, the wife really likes The Bachelor. So I watch The Bachelor every week because of her. And so if she was into, like, I don't know, having our organs pierced, maybe that's what I'd be doing.
Yeah.
Which might be more fun than watching The Bachelor, to be quite honest with you.
It says this guy's got a pierced tongue.
Yeah.
Well, who has the forked
tongue?
That's rough.
That's worse.
Oh, wow. Oh, so okay, I would assume
Like a snake.
Wouldn't your speech be drastically affected?
Yes.
Boy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He talks out of both sides of his mouth. You know what I mean?
That's got to hurt.
speak with forked tongue, right?
It's literally a torture. It's literally something they do to like stool pigeons and stuff, and this guy just chose to do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and how do you make money when you do this? Is it a freak show?
I don't know.
People pay to see the illustrated man? As
He
they
could
say?
work at home online. Maybe he's a tech guy or something.
Yeah.
Never has to see anybody.
Maybe he's the most brilliant computer technician you've ever.
Right. Sure.
Maybe he's collecting unemployment.
Yeah.
Why are you guys so negative?
Hang on.
Not negative.
I haven't introduced the show. Welcome to Old Men. Now,
Well, I mean, you didn't
Josh
see...
has a good point about this hippie who has all these piercings.
So it looks like a ne'er-do-well to me.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
you don't see Jeff Bezos getting up there. Well, it's going to be kind of hard to talk today. I had my tongue separated last night.
Bear with me.
I'm going to be giving away all my money. Oh, you like this? Look at this. The chicks dig it.
No, you can trust what I'm saying. Don't worry about the forked tongue.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
literal
yeah.
forked tongue that I have. Yeah.
Well, at least they've got the record. They'll probably have the world record tattooed on his face, but there's no room left.
No, he's covered, isn't he?
You have to wonder is there any room?
Anus.
They can go in?
Well, who
Do
was the
anything
guy
these
in the Jim Rose's sideshow? He had the Enigma had
He had,
puzzle pieces.
His puzzle pieces all over his body.
I mean, his entire body was tattooed.
Wow.
With a puzzle piece.
And it led to the pirate gold that's buried under the White House.
Go to bed.
Do you
right.
think he regrets that now?
The tattooed guy?
Enigma?
I don't know.
Remember what he did? Wasn't that the guy Enigma?
Went through the tennis racket?
No, I had a hook in the head of his
Oh,
penis.
yeah,
and he
that
would,
guy, yeah.
Attach it to a bowling ball.
Ah, yeah.
And spin it around.
And spin it?
I thought that was Mr. Lifto, wasn't
That was Lifto.
Yeah.
What?
He's a showman.
Yeah, he's an artist.
And give up show business?
Yeah, you should have seen the look on Howie's face on America's Got Talent when he spun the bowling ball. Yeah, there's a talent.
On to Las Vegas, or whatever they say.
One show only.
Yikes.
Is that sports?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you very much. Time to exit sports and see what's going on elsewhere.
Exit stage left. Yes.
This is what you farted for.
Damn right. Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
We got to squeeze in a couple of our requests here with Thanksgiving just around the corner.
Right.
This is a short one, but a sweet one about what we're all going to be eating next Thursday. This is, of course, the genius of Haywood Banks.
I am a turkey bird. I live a turkey life. I got me 13 turkey kids and a little turkey wife. I get a lot of corn and wander around the pen. Have a drink of water, then I have some corn again. A feather sticking out, a pecking on the ground. Come on, check me out. I'm strutting all around. Dangly noodle hang thing, growing off my face. Looking good, only thing to say is boop. My big brother Jake, he always was the smarty. He heard that November ends, we're going to a party. Going to a party, I'll be the guest of honor, where they will present to me a red pop-up thermom. Had a little dream, all the good china. You know I like cranberries, lighting the candles. Pass me the rutabaga. Any corn left? Getting kind of sleepy. Ate sweet too much? Boy, I'm stuffed. I am a turkey bird. I live a turkey life. I got me 13 turkey kids and a little turkey wife.
A little bit of turkey stuff.
Oh, yeah. Speaking
Tis
of
the
turkey.
season. You got turkey news?
Well, kind of. It's a seasonal spin on a classic canned meat. We're talking about figgy pudding Spam.
Wow.
Yep, they've released what they're calling figgy pudding. The brand said the seasonal product features cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, allspice, and cloves, along with popular winter flavor profiles like fig and orange flavors. Spam said its figgy pudding flavor, quote, brings the spirit of the holidays in one can, evoking a sense of nostalgia and warmth, taking consumers back to their favorite memories from holidays past.
Is figgy pudding something?
I've only heard it in the carol.
Yeah, me too.
Bring us some figgy pudding.
Oh, bring me some figgy pudding.
I've never actually had it. Augie, have you?
I'm not aware that it's an actual food stuff. It must be, though.
Yeah.
You wouldn't just make it up for a song, right?
No, nobody.
Oh, nobody does
So for the Spam, they grind up elves. This is just
Oh,
disturbing.
Tom. What? God.
Well, that is
What the hell's wrong
that's
with
very,
you?
very troubling.
Wow.
I don't know what figgy pudding is.
I thought it was like razzleberry dressing. Do you know what that's from?
Yeah, sure. Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol.
Razzleberry dressing. That is the number one, and I remember it as a kid, but it is Tom's favorite Christmas presentation, bar none.
Mr. Magoo's Christmas. Ever seen it, Augie?
It's amazing.
It's a great one.
It's
Yeah.
it's
Very
really
touching, yeah.
Great songs, Broadway level songs.
Broadway level.
These songs are by Jewel Stein, and it's actual.
We've
Broadway
tried for 36, 37 Christmas holiday seasons to like this, Mr. Magoo's Christmas, to enjoy the songs as much as Tom does.
Every time we mention it, I get a letter from someone
And
saying
we
it's their
have not-
favorite Christmas piece.
We've not achieved
It's
it.
a good one.
I
yeah.
tear up every time. I have the book, by the way. There is a book.
You saying it's better than Charlie Brown.
What's
You're
the
better
big-
than
No, I know that's what's baffling. He does think it's better than
He
Charlie
thinks
Brown.
it's better than anything.
And
Rudolph, the whole thing.
Scrooged.
I said this the other day. I would say the best Christmas thing is The Grinch, the original, not the movie, the original cartoon version.
Okay.
The movie
All
is
right.
is just awful with the tilted camera and
Sure.
Jim Carrey. That's unwatchable.
What's wrong with the tilted camera?
I liked it, but
Yeah, I like it. I think Carrie killed. I think he nailed
I
it.
think he
gets
does
old 3
nail
minutes in.
Grinch. Figgy pudding, by the way, is an authentic Christmas pudding from England, made with figs, currants, and plenty of rum.
Currents. Well, how can you make it ahead of time?
I loved it.
It kind of looks like a
But it's cake-like.
yes, it looks like a cake with like a little sauce on, like a white icing sauce. on it.
Well, you think about how bad English food is now. Think about how bad it was 200 years ago.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some filet mignon. Boil the water.
Boil it up.
More speckled pheasant.
So
No, thank you.
I have. I called my son Sam, and he is on the hunt
For figgy pudding?
for. We'll see. It's figgy pudding spam.
Oh, you can get it at spam.com, amazon.com, and walmart.com. If
Well,
you're
shut
looking.
up.
Hunt's
Everybody's-
over, Sam.
Everybody's going to get it for.
Remember a couple years ago they came out with
You
pumpkin.
put it in the story, you tool.
They had
I
pumpkin
didn't expect
spice.
you to be dumb enough to read it.
Jesus.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
Josh.
there we go.
You were speaking.
Oh no, it's okay. They had pumpkin spice spam too a couple years
Yeah.
ago. And when Pat and I went to the Spam Museum, they had one in a case. Remember?
Yeah, we got
and I
it.
said I'd like to purchase some. They were, no, not for sale.
So you went to the spam museum. You're trying to pick up some chicks.
Sure, that's right.
The morning there.
Yeah,
Unsuccessful, right?
I'm sure. Well, that's where the women hang.
yeah. They didn't care
I
for
like
us.
to go to the spam museum to meet hot guys.
Many Rubenesque women were there.
Hey, coming up.
Shouldn't it be Rubens?
Rubens is the actual painter, yeah.
Coming up, the TSA has a list of foods you can and cannot take on
Wait.
airplanes for Thanksgiving.
That's why they call them Reuben's ass.
Yeah.
I thought it was because it looked like they ate a bunch of Reuben sandwiches.
Oh, my goodness.
Am I right?
Boy, there goes a couple French dips and a Reuben's.
Have you seen the mayonnaise queen?
Wow.
You think there's a parade out there with a mayonnaise queen somewhere?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like in Hellman's, Wyoming or something?
Throwing spoonfuls of mayonnaise at the people watching.
Just multiple mixing the crowd.
Now I'm going to throw up. Could we?
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Mayo King.
Coming up, we have a Dean and Jerry Thanksgiving tribute. We're hanging out with comedian Augie Smith. We'll be right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Hey, it's Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast here to tell you about Michelob Ultra Courtside. It's getting fans closer to the NBA with a chance to win prizes like courtside seats, a trip to All-Star Weekend, and much more. Check it out at MichelobUltra.com/courtside. Michelob Ultra Superior Access, Courtside 24-25 sweepstakes, no purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents 21 and up. Begins on October 1st, 2024, ends July 1st, 2025. Multiple entry periods. Visit MichelobUltra.com/courtside for free entry deadlines, and official rules. Message and data rates may apply. Void where prohibited.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work edition news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Guitar in hand. He's in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Chick.
Willie Griswold on assignment. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom with our special guest.
We're joined by Augie Smith. Great comedian. Augie was on our first Comedy Central special. Augie is a stand-up guy and a stand-up comedian and a dad, kind of in my realm, an older gent that happens to be a father. You're even digging deeper than I am. You have a 2-year-old.
I have a 2-year-old. And here's the thing. You guys wouldn't know this by looking at me, but I am a good dad.
I have no doubt.
People say that. They say that I'm a good dad. And you know what that's based on? Facebook photos.
Yeah.
That is the entire basis of Augie Smith as a good father. Because here's the thing about me. I still live in a house with my children. My children live in my house, and I live there with them. And sometimes my children get hungry, and so I give them food because they can't get it on their own. And then I take a picture of that, and I put it on the internet, and people say, "Oh, my God. That is the most active father I've ever seen," because the expectations have been lowered so much for men and what we're supposed to do that just doing the job makes you the world's greatest dad. Sometimes my kids need to go places and they don't have a license because they're young. So I drive them and I take a picture of it and people say, "Oh, my God. This guy is amazing. What he has with his children, this bond." And there's a reason for that. And it's an unheralded hero of America. And I'd like to pour one out for them today. And that's the deadbeat dad. Everyone. Deadbeat dad, not only did you create most of the women I had sex with in my 20s, deadbeat dad, but the fact that you took off on your family made me doing the bare minimum look positively heroic. Deadbeat dad, you ran so that I could walk.
Thank you very much.
Here, here.
A toast from
To the
Augie
deadbeat
Smith.
dad.
To the deadbeat dads out there.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Bravo.
Pat, do you have you're a very fine father. We all know that. And you're very,
I'm an older dad, too, yeah.
Handsome young son.
Yeah, he's 12. He was 12 yesterday.
Wow, happy birthday, Jim.
Yeah.
I mean, he's DNA test handsome.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should check that out.
That is,
I got one of those, too.
that is handsome.
At least one that I know of. I'm trying to remember. Don't you have a...
Well, I don't have him for Thanksgiving for the first time ever, and I'm just a little down about it.
No.
So I express myself through my instrument, and when I'm done with that, I pick up the acoustic guitar. And I write. This is called Single Dad Thanksgiving.
Oh, nice.
I'm all alone without my son this Thanksgiving. Maybe next year there'll be healing and forgiving. But I won't spend it moping. I'm going to Poncho's, the only restaurant open. I'm having dinner at a Mexican place, Single Dad Thanksgiving. I have a few margaritas and drunk text the ex. Enjoy that turkey, ... Your new boyfriend, I'm eating Tex-Mex. Next week, I go to court. My ex-esposa wants mucho support. I'm having dinner at a Mexican place, Single Dad Thanksgiving. Oh, so Pancho, cerveza, por favor. 'Cause heartbreak is what alcohol is for. I'll have a tequila and make a turkey with my hand. It's just me and the mariachi band. Looks like I'm headed for trouble. The single dad is seeing double. I'm having dinner at a Mexican place. No chi-chis in my face. I'm having dinner at a Mexican place. Single dad Thanksgiving. Cha-cha-cha.
Do they do a turkey taco?
I don't think
maybe.
so.
Boy.
Oh, that's great, Pat. Thanks. That reminds me of that classic in A Christmas Story.
Oh, yes.
Where they go to the Chinese restaurant.
La, 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 la.
There's so much truth in that.
Enjoy that scene while you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
They're going to cut it out?
Probably.
And Augie, you're not quite as old as I am, but when I was a kid, I used to go to a place called Chung Wa's.
Chung Wa's
just
again.
calm down. Augie will enjoy this because he has a certain level of sophistication.
Look for the word.
I'm not. Someone out there will verify this. They used to do your bill with an abacus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fascinating.
Wow.
I mean, it was just so cool. You'd see this guy back there, boom, and I'd look at it and go, whatever he said. I have no idea.
That is traditional.
That's
for
so
sure.
cool.
Do you know how to work an abacus?
We actually, you know something? When I was at Mercer Elementary School, that's
Yes.
right, named after General Mercer.
Mm-hmm.
You'd walk in the school, there he was being stabbed to death right there in a big painting. That helped. Yeah, we did abacus and math for fun.
Did you really?
Absolutely.
Wow.
For fun.
I can tell you the public schools are not teaching the abacus anymore.
No.
Well, they're too busy
Yeah.
teaching the kids to write cursive, which is a total waste of their
Are
time.
your kids learning cursive?
My son is in second grade
Oh.
and is I don't know what they learn. No, he is not learning cursive yet. I think that eventually he will. Here's the funny thing: is they're in public school in Los Angeles, and the name of our school district is LA Unified, which should be the name of our soccer team.
That's
We
right.
can all agree on that. But it's actually the name of our school district. And so they feed the kids because, California is a communist utopia. So they eat breakfast, and then they give them food. And so during COVID, they couldn't feed them. So instead, they gave them this big bag of food that they would bring home, and they've continued to do this. So every day my kids come home with a large bag of food.
Really?
So what I decided to do was like a supersize me type experiment. There was a documentary a couple of years ago where a guy ate McDonald's every day. So what I've been doing is I take my son's food and I eat all of it every single day.
Mm-hmm.
And my results are that my son has lost 4 pounds.
Fascinating experiment.
That's a great experiment. We had a great story about a kid in a school that saved one of, I think it was in Wisconsin, saved one of her classmates.
Oh, with the Heimlich
doing
maneuver.
the Heimlich.
Mm-hmm.
But the punchline is she learned the Heimlich and she's like, what, in the third grade or something? She learned the Heimlich on YouTube.
Yeah.
So not all YouTube time is wasted. They were, of course, in class. They didn't teach her because they were teaching her cursive, which she'll never need.
Stop with the cursive.
Yeah, exactly. You got to get over that.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. What happened to you during a cursive lesson?
What's wrong with society when
That's what's wrong with
that
society?
man wrote me that note in cursive saying, "Meet me behind the bus." Sorry.
Yes, that's what. That's the problem with cursive, everybody. It's the language of pedophiles, and it needs to be.
It's about time someone pointed that out.
Jeez.
We're going to come right back. I'm sorry to bring you to this level, Augie. We have comedian Augie Smith hanging out with us. We're also going to talk with comedian Leanne Morgan coming up in about 20 minutes, and we have some interesting things in the news. Christy, give me the please the teaser.
Yeah, we have Thanksgiving food in your security checkpoint. Also, we have making beans sexy. Coors Light has some interesting news, and it involves nail polish ladies. And look for a sober New Year's Eve from CNN, from the coverage of the New Year's Eve celebrations.
No.
I thought that's why people watch.
I know.
To see Andy and...
I want to see Don Lemon cry.
Sure you do.
Well,
not anymore.
I want to see Don Lemon fired. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
You have gone round the bend.
Yep, very much.
At the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work Edition news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hi.
See? I say Christy Lee, she says hi. Not some weird voice. Hi, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick McGee.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
Ace Cosby's here.
Hello there.
I'm Chick McGee, and Tom, our guest, is here. He's the man.
I can see him from here.
He was a gunfighter. Remember that?
The man from Montana is comedian Augie Smith. father of 3, and a man who you can find, by the way, on the internet if you go to Dry Bar, and the code is Augie Smith for a free month.
That's right.
This is very exciting.
When you have to deal with something that you don't understand totally.
It's funny.
Well, now, they were talking about, I forget who it was, Watson or Crick, about DNA. I'm not sure, but it's something about...
It's Dry Bar.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of the biggest stand-up comedy entities out there right now.
That's right. It's called the Dry Bar.
I am trying to let people who are new to this world enjoy it.
Well, you're not helping, but go ahead.
As opposed to Dry Date, which is very unfortunate. Now, this weekend, I should point this out. I'm looking at this nice photograph of the very handsome Josh Arnold.
Oh, how about that?
And it says Saturday, November 19th. That's this Saturday.
I thought we weren't talking about this.
We're not. He's going to be at the Olympic Southside Theater in Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
The real Josh Arnold live and in person. Can you see that?
How about that?
That's this Saturday.
They actually called you and wanted you to come.
Yeah. I know. Trust me, every time I get one of those calls, I'm as shocked as you are.
Are you doing it in the lobby of the theater?
I will be doing it in the lobby. Yes. While Caroline Ray is on the main stage.
No, she's not there.
I'm excited. I have 52 minutes.
They're doing Dear Evan Hansen in the big room.
Yes. Caroline Ray is in Green Bay, I believe.
Yeah.
Weekend, right? And then, let's see. I wanted to mention a couple other quick things. Donnie Baker, comedy off-Broadway in Lexington. And got a few more folks out there. Kostaki is in Sioux Falls tonight at Boss's Comedy Club. They added a second show, so give them a call. And then tomorrow night, Nevada, Iowa, at the Talent Factory.
Talent?
Oh, I see what
if
you
it's
did.
Nevada, it's Talent, baby.
There you go.
I'm a 1A guy.
All right. Fair enough.
We're going to talk with comedian Leanne Morgan coming up. Right now, we head back over to the not safe for work version of Poetry for Neanderthals news desk with Christy Lee.
The Transportation Security Administration has issued its guidance for which holiday foods travelers can take on airplanes this Thanksgiving. Here are the following items you can carry through TSA checkpoints.
You
are
can.
you ready?
These are you can carry. Okay.
You can. Baked goods.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Meats, either frozen, cooked, or uncooked. Stuffing.
So someone's going to take like a cooked turkey on a plane?
Maybe.
And or a frozen turkey?
Yeah, that'd
Well, do
be
you
cool.
expect them to check it?
You put that on your lap? What do you do with that? Casseroles, mac and cheese, fresh fruits and vegetables, candy, and spices.
What's
The TSA advised, though, if you can spill it, spread it, spray it, pump it, or pour it, and it's larger than 3.4 ounces, it should be carefully packed in checked luggage, Augie.
So no Ready Whip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. Well, everybody's got a quarter shot of gravy.
Yeah.
Checked
Get a
food
suitcase
items.
full of cranberries.
Yeah. Checked food items do include cranberry sauce,
Sure.
either homemade or canned, gravy, wine, champagne, sparkling cider, canned fruits and vegetables, preserves, jams, jellies, and maple syrup.
Jams and jellies.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Huh.
Didn't we have...
You know the difference between jam and jelly?
You know what? We're not going there.
Yes, I can't.
I can't jelly this mic up your butt. Okay? Okay. Never mind.
Interesting. Isn't traveling by plane for Thanksgiving just, you don't have to bring food.
I would think you could get it once you got there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's too much work. And didn't we have a guy last week, I'm trying to remember this, that had a gun in a chicken, and he got, remember this?
Was it a guy or a girl?
Got caught at TSA going through the
No,
machine.
I thought it was a woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That would be...
Raise your arms. Okay, stand aside, sir. It looks
So
like
it
you got
wasn't
a
the
gun
fact she
in
was
your chicken.
taking the chicken. It was the fact that there was a gun in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although it would be pretty funny if they... You can keep the gun, sir. But we're going to have to confiscate that chicken.
Why did he cross the road? None of your business.
And you know that was the original line in The Godfather. Keep the chicken, take the gun, keep the chicken.
Yeah, the TSA says a traveler attempted to bring a gun onto a plane by hiding it inside a raw chicken at the Fort Lauderdale/Hollywood International Airport 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
It's genius. It's genius, I tell you.
Really?
Who's going to check your chicken? Nobody looks in a chicken.
That sounds like a kid's book. Who's going to check your chicken?
Yes, careful when choosing the titles.
Yeah.
Who's going to check is close to choke.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
very good.
Speaking of food, and food advocacy group.
You messed up that word there, Christy.
I know.
Meant to say advocacy.
Advocacy.
But it was embarrassing.
Yeah, I know.
You can.
I don't give a
And I believe it's fode.
I don't care. They have a new slogan, Make Beans Sexy. The initiative aims to promote beans as, quote, unique solution to the climate, health, and economic challenges facing our planet. Rich in protein and iron, beans are a cheap alternative to meat and could help provide nutrition to help people in areas experiencing famine. The advocacy group highlights that the legumes release 90% fewer greenhouse gases than animal proteins, while also improving soil health.
Yes,
What a bright idea.
But they also release gases in human beings that are rather embarrassing. Not sexy.
Oh, no, that's not. Augie, do you like this sound?
Oh, God.
It's not bad.
Oh.
Yeah, it's funny, right?
Thank you very much.
It is a funny sound.
This is why we get all the big awards.
It's moist and horrible.
Yeah, that end is really something. That third act is terrific.
That last one requires laundry.
That's where the twist is.
Paul Newnham, the organizer's
Paul
executive. Newnham.
Oh. So they're going to make beans more sexy than they already are.
Said, how can we tackle the climate crisis? Beans is how we do it. Make beans sexy.
I love that song. Beans is how we do it. Beans is how we do it.
Beans is
I mean, they're going to have to get the hottest of hot people to advocate.
Let's start the list.
As Josh pointed out yesterday,
They couldn't make Anne Margaret sexy, and
Yeah.
In the Who.
Yeah,
In the Who.
I mean, she was
Rock
already
opera
hot.
Tommy.
And the beans certainly didn't help.
Yeah, that cover always creeped me out. And then they've got the one with the giant deodorant stick.
The Who are weirdos, yeah.
I know they're great. I
think they're great too, but many greats are weirdos.
I mean, the only
Look at you.
the only thing sexy about beans, I think, is the old flicking the bean. Wink, wink. Hey, Christy.
Whoa.
Yeah, boy, he felt the wink wasn't enough. Hey, Christy had to.
Yeah, the wink saved you, Tom. Good job. Wink, wink.
And Coors Light is releasing a nail polish that changes color when your beer is cold.
I don't get this.
While the labels on its cans and bottles change color when the beer has reached its appropriate coldness, the brand asks, quote, but what about when you're drinking Coors Light in a pint glass?
Oh.
Solution? The Coors Light Chill Polish, a gray nail polish that changes to blue when its temperature drops to a level acceptable for drinking a Coors Light. So you got to stick your finger in your beer?
I don't get this. You have to dunk your...
I guess. Made in collaboration with nail polish experts at Le Chat, or Le Chat. The limited edition nail polish launches November 22nd. Will be available for $7 a bottle at shop.CoorsLight.com.
How about a nail polish that tells you when you're too drunk to drive?
Now you got some.
That would be a lot handier.
Yeah.
All right, lady, let me see your hands. Okay, get in the squad car. You're too drunk.
Coors just wanted to be in the news. That's what this is about.
But I mean, so it's not just holding the glass. You have to be.
This isn't functional. This
Well,
is
yeah, because if you're holding the glass, your nails are on the outside of the glass. That's not going to make any sense unless you just push your fingers against
Coors wanted
the
some free marketing.
glass.
That's all
You got to stick your finger in something if you're going to have nail polish, right? Am I right on that?
Yeah.
Oh, I painted my nails for this. Isn't that the old adage women say every now and again?
That's right. You know how broads are.
Yeah.
My wife has been asking me for Coors Light based makeup. I could have had that joke for a second. Calling an audible. Omaha.
Here's the thing. You're among friends. We're laughing just as hard as if you'd gotten
this. Augie, what you just did, we all do 11 times a morning.
Yep.
So you can in the distance you can see that there's a joke at the end. Sometimes you get off the trail and then you realize,
what is it? It was just a mirage. There was nothing there at all. I'm still dying of thirst.
Well, Andy Kindler say, I can see the fires of show business from where I am, but I can't really get there. Okay.
Yeah, this is just a weird publicity stunt.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Just like all of them.
Yeah, good for them.
Remember the Cheetos one? You know, the nail polish with the with the
right,
or was it Velveeta? It was
Velveeta cheese had nail polish.
It's all a publicity stunt.
Okay, all right.
Good marketing,
do you wear
people.
Nail polish?
I actually get my nails done tomorrow, so they look bad. I
They don't
do
look
a
bad at
French
all.
manicure.
Oh,
so
nice.
yeah,
The white,
That's what they say. Use their tongue.
the white tips.
Like a parfait, like a
the white,
parfait.
yeah. White tips.
Okay. Very good. Thank you very much. Coming up, we're going to talk with Leanne Morgan. Right now, I want to talk to the guys out there, guys only. 52% of men over 40 experience some form of ED, the polite way of saying erectile dysfunction. There is help out there. That's where Roman comes in. We've been talking about Roman for a long time here in the show. ROMAN is the digital health clinic for men. And right now, you can get genuine FDA-approved medications for as little as $4 a dose in the realm of ED. And at Roman, no waiting room, no hassle, because it's something you can do on your smartphone or on your computer. You get started by... we put it this way. You are put in touch with someone on the internet, and it's very discreet, and it's a free online visit. And a U.S. licensed healthcare professional will work with you to see if you're a candidate for one of these treatments. It's that simple. If medication's appropriate, Roman will send it to you with their famous free 2-day shipping, and it does arrive, by the way, in discreet packaging. New address for this, by the way, it's ro.co/BT show for 20% off. So Bob and Tom Show listeners, try to remember, it's essentially ro.co/BT show. ro.co/BT show for 25% off. In the world of ED, there are solutions out there. Check in with Roman, the digital health clinic, ro.co/BT show for 20% off. We're going to come back with comedian Leanne Morgan. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Coffee Mate. After watching this season of the HBO's original series, The White Lotus, this is the tropical getaway I needed. One more pina colada, please.
Hey, you're not on mute.
Oh, I thought I was in paradise. Turns out it was my Coffee Mate. Coffee Mate Pina Colada and Thai iced coffee flavored creamers. Inspired by the newest season of HBO's original series, The White Lotus. For the love of coffee. Try now.
Good night, itchy eyes. Good night, sudden sneeze. Good night to your symptoms of allergies. Xyzal is the allergy medicine you take before bed. It provides powerful relief while you rest your head. Not just all night, but all the next day. Xyzal keeps working, keeping allergies at bay. And without those annoying symptoms disturbing your rest, you can wake up the next morning feeling your absolute best. Remember, be wise all. Take Xyzal. At night.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Josh Arnold is here.
With a Thanksgiving email.
Oh, nice.
I have a veterans request. Shout out here in a second. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom, and we have one of the Bob and Tom legends in the studio.
Good friend of the show, very fine stand-up comedian. He is Augie Smith, making a stop at the famous Crackers Comedy Club this weekend. Augie is the father of 3, just like me, kind of an older dad, and handsome man. That Augie. Look at that beard. That is really, really fantastic. And Augie is featured on Dry Bar, which you will find conveniently located on a cell phone or computer near you. And you can find out about his various albums and other cool things. And I believe if you use the code name Augie Smith with 2 G's, by the way, you can get a free month of Dry Bar. Am I getting this right?
Absolutely right, Tom.
Well,
awesome.
That is very nice. We are going to be shifting gears in a matter of moments and leaving the handsomely bald Augie Smith for the gorgeously blonde Leanne Morgan. Not to suggest that Augie would not be a very handsome.
Anyway,
that would be wonderful.
Anyway, indeed.
Anyway, we have this. I would, dear Chick, could you read this and say something on Friday's show? This Friday, right? My husband has been under a strict diet that we're not going to go into why. And today he can finally return to a normal diet. Needless to say, he's very excited.
Oh,
he's
boy.
active duty Air Force, hoping to finish his last 2 years to retirement. They tune in about now. We're getting the kids ready for school. They listen too. If you could build up Tom starting off with something like the illustrious Tom, then give the quick story about getting to eat comfort foods again. So
okay.
Congratulations. I'm going to call you Mr. V, just like it says here.
Yes.
And ask Josh to wish my husband a big fat food time.
Oh, I hope you have a great fatty fat time.
This is from Madison in Minot, North Dakota.
Okay. Oh, there we go. And I just was going to say we've gone from the bald, handsome Augie Smith to the lovely blonde Leanne Morgan. We can see her on the big screen. Are you home?
No, my darling, I'm in a dark Hilton Garden Inn.
All right.
In Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Okay, so is that it behind you? It looks like some kind of. I thought it was like a touring chart with your schedule on it. Is that a work of art?
It must be. It must be a mass-produced.
Look over your other. Look over your other shoulder. That is
that's clearly hotel art.
It's an airplane.
Really?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Parachutes on it.
Yeah, there's some paratroopers coming down.
Okay, because from here it just looks like
calendar or something.
It looks like a dead Dalmatian that
dead
they
Dalmatian.
filleted.
That is the logo of Hilton.
Soma gown. That's my Soma gown over there laying by a big purse. And y'all can, I don't want to show y'all how I wreck a hotel room. I'm terrible. When I get away from home, I'm like, what? And my husband's very anal retentive, so I feel free here.
Now, when you enter a hotel room, if it has 2 beds, do you immediately assign one of the beds as a giant shelf?
Yes.
Now, do you
And I
take...
put all my stuff on that one bed, and then I lay on the other bed.
Now, Leanne, do you take the bed closest to the bathroom or farthest?
Closest to the bathroom, my darling, because I'm 57.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's an interesting thing. Christy, do you do the same? Do you take the one that's closest?
Yes.
Okay.
You know why? Because usually the phone is closest to the second bed, so that means the people slept in that bed more than they slept in the one closest to the door.
Yeah, I haven't touched a hotel phone in 20 years.
Well, I'm just saying, and the clock's usually there. Everything's usually on that side of the room. Do you
Can
know what
I
I'm
ask
saying?
a question at this point?
Yeah.
Is this the interview?
Oh, sorry. We have to talk with.
Come back to hotel talk.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Leanne's in Columbia, South Carolina tonight on tour. You'll be in Lexington December 2nd and 3rd.
All right.
And the 4th. Now,
wow.
is this where you're taping your new special? Am I correct about that?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. And I don't think y'all, do y'all remember me? Because I was on the show, but it was Christy, do you remember, my darling, hosting a thing for the Southern Fried Chicks?
I
And then
sure
y'all
do.
let us come up?
Yep.
And that was in 2004 to 2006.
Mm-hmm.
So Christy remembers me, I guess, but you boys may not remember, but I was a lot younger and thinner.
Well, you look lovely.
You look
You sure
lovely.
do.
Thank y'all. I feel
Yeah,
pretty
that was
good.
a fun trip. That was fun. Those hosting those things, the comedy shows, and Etta Mae was on that.
Etta Mae
Yep.
and Karen Mills. Yeah, and
Yeah.
we toured for 2 or 3 years, and I got to be on y'all's show. That was a highlight for me because I was just getting started. So now I've been in this 22 years.
Wow.
And I'm about to shoot a special. I can't say for what network, but let me just tell y'all, it's the good one.
Oh,
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, so Josh was hoping it was OnlyFans. Josh, how dare you?
Yeah, you can't blame me. Have you seen Leanne? She's gorgeous.
I know, and in
funny.
And in a hotel room.
Yeah.
That's extra sexy. Don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Do you think it's sexy to see a woman in a hotel room?
When it's mine.
Son of a bitch, are we back at the hotel?
But Leanne, how long have you been married?
30 years.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. And I've got 3 children. I've got a grandbaby. And I can tell y'all, but men love a hotel room. And I don't. That's why my husband does not travel with me, because he would worry me to death, if you know what I mean, while I'm out here trying to make a living. Doing nasty stuff.
Now,
Nasty stuff, and then putting on eyelashes and a girdle doing a show.
I love the word girdle.
I know you do.
I mean, it is a great word. I mean, because let me, and Leanne, forgive me, I'm not trying to embarrass you, but the word panties, sexy.
For some.
Yeah. The word girdle, I don't know.
No, I think panties is a negative too. Did we have that on? Why not get into the
right? Sometimes it's
I think a lot of women don't
panties,
like the word panties.
moist.
They don't like, yeah.
Those
Do you
are the
like
two
the
words.
word moist?
They don't like those words.
I don't like moist,
Yeah, I
but
don't
let me
either.
tell you that my tour, this 100-city tour that I'm about to wrap up this year, with Outback Concerts. It's called the Big Panty Tour. Did they tell y'all that?
Oh,
No,
wow.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yes.
It's called the Big Panty Tour. And people throw big panties at me like I'm Tom Jones.
Well, in 5 years, Leanne, if you go on the Big Girdle Tour, no one's going to come. And it's not because you're not great. It's because the word girdle is just so weird.
Yeah, it'd have to be the Big Spanx Tour.
Yeah. Am I the only one that feels that word is just...
Girdle?
It's so perfect.
Girdle. Nobody uses that word.
I know. That's why she used it and made it.
I know,
that's
it's
why
great.
that's why it's so funny.
Yeah. It's shapewear.
Is there,
wearing
Leanne, is there a male equivalent of that? Is there a...
For shapewear? Spanx does a male
No,
line.
I mean for the word girdle.
Oh.
Is there a men's underwear term that is...
Jock?
Jockeys?
Jockstrap?
I don't think so. It doesn't have that.
Tidy whities?
I hate that term.
I do too.
I don't know, y'all.
Yeah, I don't
know.
wear white underwear.
But I'm from the country, and I guess I'm kind of old timey, and I still say the word girdle, but it's just Spanx. I wear, a good, tight underpinning.
Yeah, we all do, honey.
We called it underpinning in the South.
Yeah, underpinning.
Now, Leanne Morgan is on tour, and I mentioned many of the stops she's going to be coming up. She's got Evansville, Indianapolis, Macon, Georgia, Knoxville, Nashville, Charlotte, Tampa. You got a lot of work.
Some of the best places in the country.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on, including a secretly being recorded special in Lexington that will, I should say, it's the secret is where it's going to land.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I can announce it soon. I can't say it now. But yeah, the cities you're talking about after Lexington, I start a new tour, 100-city tour, again with Outback Concerts called Just Getting Started Tour.
Wow.
So y'all will be thrilled that the word panty's not in it, even though I wanted to name it the Little Panty Tour because I want to lose weight, but I can't promise that. So I called it the Just Getting Started Tour because I just feel like I'm getting started at 57 years old with a grandbaby and doing these tours, and I've got a book coming out in 2024.
Wow.
Holy
good
cow.
for you.
Leanne Morgan,
I know.
Very busy. We
And
certainly appreciate
I'm
it.
very busy. But listen, I don't think y'all remember. Y'all got so much going on. But Reno Collier is one of my dear friends. And Reno and I had a show called Chewing the Fat with Reno and Lynn on Sirius XM years ago. And they wouldn't even pay our parking. Reno and I lost money. He loves y'all, and y'all are with him all the time.
Yes.
We're big Reno fans, and he's on the show all the time. Let me ask you this. When you're touring, I know that most folks that do what you do have what they call merch. You've got merchandise after the show. I'm assuming you don't have any kind of panties that you're selling, do you?
I don't. And, and we thought about it. But then we thought, after the pandemic, everybody's got big size panties. And I just didn't have to haul all that.
What is your biggest selling item? Do you know?
Well, during the Big Panty Tour, good night. This tour, 100 cities, has taken over a year and a half because of the COVID, and it messed it up. It was supposed to be during the COVID, and so then they crammed all these dates in. So I had T-shirts for a long time. I wallered those all over the United States. I sold a buttload, and then now I need to get them again, and I've just dreaded it. Now I've got big Yeti type cups, and I've got hats that women can walk in and exercise in, keep the sun damage away. And I've got totes because women love a tote.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got stuff like that, but I've still got T-shirts and all that on sale online. I hate wallering all that, y'all. And in this first tour, I really was trying to keep it just me and my opener and keep it just simple. But I think this next tour, I'm probably going to have to take a merch person and do all of that.
Oh.
All right. Okay. Well, that should be fun. I was kind of hoping there were some panties. To be...
I'm sorry.
I can get you a white flour and sugar tote if you'd like.
Okay. Thank you very much. Well, Leanne, best of luck and good luck in Lexington when you record the TV special, and we'll look forward on that
Thanks,
secret
y'all.
network. You're very welcome, and you look great, by the way.
Happy holidays.
Oh,
Good
you
to see
angel.
you.
Thank y'all. It's good seeing y'all again. I'm tickled to be back on here. I've always wanted to be back on, so thank y'all.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, so glad you are.
And I like your hotel room.
Tom will be over after the show.
Can't wait to see the special,
Okay,
Leanne. Thank you.
I'm about to put on another girdle tonight.
All right.
All right. Oh, great work. Thanks, Leanne. We're going to switch gears.
Yeah.
And go back to. We can go back to the news desk real quick. What have you got over there, Christy?
Well, now I want to talk in a Southern accent. Certain CNN reporters are no longer going to be allowed to drink alcohol during New Year's Eve coverage.
What, they hate ratings?
It was perfect.
The company's chairman and CEO felt on-camera drinking eroded the credibility of CNN personnel and damaged the respectability they may enjoy among viewers. Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen will still be able to imbibe during their coverage of the festivities in Times Square. However, other reporters will not.
Well, I mean, what if they have to break away? Here we are in Kiev. What the hell?
Oh, listen, yeah.
Here come the bombs. Let's do a shot. What the hell? Nice girdle, Toots. That's what you want to see. I think Augie nailed it.
Yeah. A couple of years ago when Don Lemon was drinking and talking about how he wanted a relationship and was crying, I thought, that's a guy I want my news from. That's a guy I can understand. I've drank with a lot of guys like that, and they seem pretty trustworthy.
Darn right.
It'd be funnier if they let him smoke pot.
Yeah.
They should, kind of the way they do that alternate thing they do with Peyton and Eli. They could do that for New Year's Eve. They could cut the two stoners.
Oh, covering the Times Square event.
That'd be funny.
Seth Rogen and Willie Nelson watching it together somewhere.
God, can you imagine? That'd be great.
Oof.
They could do a very diverse thing. You could pick what you want. Let's see, 2 gay men, got that already. Flip over here. Oh, here we got two stoned white dudes. Here we got a guy on coke. You could do a whole.
Here we got a guy on coke. Look at him there, folks. Shivering in a bus station.
Telling you about his script.
He doesn't know this, but we're going to take the cocaine away here in about 20 minutes.
You're not going to want to miss it.
Let's see what happens.
You're not going to want to miss it.
We've replaced this bag of coke with a machete.
Oh, Tommy.
I can see why, on the one hand, they think that it takes away the gravitas of a
that's
CNN.
What New Year's is for.
But it's supposed to be, they just need to have sort of separate the entertainment component.
Right.
If you want gravitas, don't have him watch him drop the ball in the first place.
Yeah, exactly.
That was Dick Clark's job forever.
Yeah.
And I think he had plenty of gravitas. I would get my news from Dick Clark.
Oh, God.
Andy and Anderson are charming guys.
Yes.
They're fun to watch.
They're great together.
Yeah.
Love them.
Yeah.
Do you typically watch that, Christy?
New Year's Eve for me is not typically. Not since the kids moved out. No.
Tom, I recorded. So.
Do you really?
I do.
Oh, my God. I haven't.
Do you watch it later?
Yeah.
I don't think I've made it past midnight on New Year's Eve.
Multiple viewings?
The ball drop?
No. If I'm not awake, I record the whole thing.
Oh, so you don't miss it?
Yeah, because Andy and Anderson are great.
Yeah, they get
Andy and Anderson are great.
He's met them. He's been on tour with them.
They are
They're great. You're out of your mind.
They're having a lot of fun.
We all used to, growing up, we watched Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's
Sure
Eve.
we did, yeah.
We don't watch that anymore.
Well, that was for
I
the
think,
pre-recorded
Chick, you
Chicago.
hate joy. That's what it is. You hate
that's
joy.
it.
You are an assassin of
because
joy.
Because I have so much of it, I get sick and tired of it. That's what I'm saying.
You get overflow.
That's right. It becomes boring. You know the feeling.
Real happiness glut over there.
That's right. I've had my fill.
Now, Augie, you and I both have little kids. Do you let them stay up to watch New Year's Eve? The beauty of living, you live in California.
Right.
So you can watch 9 o'clock in the evening.
I do. I'm a Hollywood guy. My pronouns out there are who is he and never heard of him. But so pretty much every year with New Year's, I'm working. I'm somewhere off, and so the wife is home with the kids. But this year, I'm actually going to be home on New Year's Eve.
Do you have plans?
We have no plans. I was going to be to watch Don Lemon get messed up. But apparently that's been screwed up by CNN. My one thing that I love every year.
Well, Don Lemon's doing the morning show now. Maybe he'll do shots in the morning. That'll make that interesting finally.
It's a show called Downward Spiral with Don Lemon. We just give him more and more alcohol until we get into different substances over the years.
Finally goes, I would have done Jessica Savage. She liked to party.
As he's tying off. Yeah.
Jessica Savage.
I don't know that Don would have.
Maybe Dan Savage.
The limo sang. Okay. Let's see.
Huh.
Time now.
It flipped over, that was a problem.
Yeah, that was a problem. Okay, we have... Do you know what we're referencing? Jessica Savage, the famous...
I know who you're referencing.
Golden Girl.
They used to do a news minute. They would cut in.
I think her YouTube news break is still out there where she's like...
sloshed.
She actually says, well, that's... no. Yeah,
She talks like Lucinda Williams sings.
It's crazy.
they would... Thank you, Josh.
What did Lucinda Williams do to you?
Happy birthday.
Yeah, am I wrong? She's very... I love her. But she's slurry.
A lot of feeling.
I love her.
Can you use the word slurry like that?
I like it.
What's your favorite flavor slurry?
Pork.
Girdle.
Girdle.
When I start drinking, I get a little slurry.
Girdle. That's a funny word.
Yeah, I love that word. I want to change the subject completely. Coming up, we're going to hang out with comedian Augie Smith. Also, we have an interesting category, but a not very good story about it. Movies to watch when you're sick.
Yeah.
It kind of opens the door for me, but the ones that they list are so boring.
I'm a streak when I'm sick
Yeah.
movie watcher. I stick to one, and then it's all of a sudden it doesn't make me feel better, and then I move to another movie. It's crazy.
We'll talk about that coming up. Right now, I want to talk about something that is of serious matter. The Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is all about therapy, and in this case, online therapy. As they say, it's okay to be not okay, but you can work on yourself, and that's what therapy is all about. And BetterHelp has connected more than 3 million people with licensed therapists. It's convenient, secure, and accessible because you do it online. And you can do it with the camera on, the camera off. It can just be you talking, or it could even be you texting it through on your keyboard. Whatever works for you. It's convenient and extremely affordable because it's done online. Now, you can find out all the information by going to BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Everybody deserves to feel better. You deserve to feel your best. And help yourself get unstuck if you're having some problems. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. The /BT Show helps you because it knocks 10% off the first month. Once again, it's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Coming up, you're sick. What movies do you want to watch? Also coming up, oh, what a nice day in the nursing home. Is that a deer? We'll find out what the deer does in the lobby of the nursing home when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work Edition news desk.
Hi, Chick.
Hi, there's Pat Godwin.
Hey there, Chick.
He's in the performance room.
You're going to talk in a southern accent.
No. There's Josh Arnold. No, I'm
Yes, you
not.
are.
Hey, Chick.
How you, Josh?
I love that accent, don't you?
I do, too. I wish I
looks
could
great.
do that.
Yeah, she
Really
does.
great. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy, y'all.
Hi, buddy. There's
That
Ace.
doesn't work on me.
Ace, put on a blonde wig and a girdle and try it.
Doesn't work.
Whatever you say, Django. I'm Chick McGee. Well, that was a movie.
It was a movie.
From the South. There's Tom.
It was in the South, yes.
Yes, all right.
You chose Jack.
With a D.
God.
Oh, boy.
Thank God it's Friday.
See, Augie.
Oh, you can be canceled on any day of the week.
Is that right?
He'll have all weekend to think about that.
It's not casual racist Friday. See, Augie would have to put up with. You think being a dad is hard?
You know, there's only one type of revenge that Ace can get on Chick for saying such a thing, and that would be...
Are you kidding me? Is it that time to show Augie Smith, professional comedian, how the pros do it?
That sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Chick.
Yeah.
What kind of noise does a limping turkey make?
I don't know, Ace. What kind of a noise does a limping turkey make?
Wobble, wobble, wobble.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
I don't know about that.
See, instead of gobble, you see,
see,
it's wobble.
And you had to see the
hang on.
You had to see the acting on that.
We have a new follow-up.
Whatever.
Oh, that was the joke of the day. Brought to you by Omaha Steaks.
Hey!
The holidays are here, my friends. Achieve gifting greatness when you give the gift of perfectly aged, tender, delicious Omaha Steaks. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use promo code BTS at checkout. You're going to get $30 off your order. Minimum order may be required. Thank you, Omaha Steaks. And thank you, Ace Cosby.
You're welcome, world.
That's very nice.
World.
See, now that's funny.
Now we have a story, and again, I think this is more of an interesting topic than the content of this
Yeah,
story.
the content of the story, you kind of led people
It's-
down the
it's
wrong
weak.
path a little bit. A new poll suggests some of the best movies to watch when you're sick with your children. The most popular movies to watch included the Harry Potter series, the Toy Story films, Frozen, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and Moana.
Nothing there is surprising. They're all great, but yeah.
Yeah,
Why would you need to be? Those are just movies you watch with your kids,
When you're when their kids are sick.
You know what I've found is that we've been showing the kids stuff that I liked when I was a kid, right?
Oh. Okay,
And
yeah.
you go back, and what I didn't realize is that the movies of our youth sucked. I had no idea. The Rescuers is awful. When I was a kid, I thought it was great. Have you ever seen American Tail as an adult?
Not as an adult.
It's horrifying. That mouse is nearly killed in every scene or taken in for human traffic or mouse trafficking. That's the entire plot of the movie where you think that he's dead. It's an awful, terrible, horrible film that I remember as a child being wonderful.
Aww.
Yeah.
Some of them age really well. My 6-year-old is loving the original Snow White.
Oh.
And even though the animation's it's great, but it's a little more primitive than today's stuff, a few of the old ones really do hang in there. But you're correct. A lot of them are. It's the same with television series. You ever try to watch an episode of Leave It to Beaver? Yikes. I just like to see my old neighborhood, but other than that.
Yeah. Some of the top films for adults included action and adventure movies. Duh.
Yeah, that's sort of vague.
Right, as well as the film series, like we mentioned, Harry Potter or The Hunger Games. Almost 2/3 of parents agree if they'd pass their love of their favorite movie along to their child, and more than half of those polled have a go-to or favorite feel-better comfort film, with the average person saying they can watch it 4 times in a row without getting sick of it. Do you have one of those?
Not a 4-timer in a row deal.
I got a handful of them I'll watch when I'm sick.
Yeah, we know. We have that one, Sideways.
I love that movie. I'll watch it over and over again.
Yeah, I love it.
Death at a Funeral.
That's a good one.
The Death at a Funeral, the English version.
Yeah, the Hugh Grant version.
Of course.
Con Air.
English accents.
I could watch Con Air 4 times in a row easily.
Could you?
Love Con Air.
That is entertaining.
Die Hard I can watch a bunch.
Right now, mine's The Departed. If I'm lost and I can't, I can't think, and I can't decide what to watch, I put The Departed on.
I don't think
know
I've
why.
seen that.
Smell a rat.
And the first time I saw The Departed, hated it. Second time, it's one of my favorite.
Yeah,
movies.
I didn't care for it either the first time. I was really disappointed.
Yeah,
and then
I can't explain it.
After a couple more viewings, I went, "Oh no, this is good."
Yeah.
Sometimes if you go to, especially if you go to a movie theater, I guess anytime, if you're not in the right mood and you're not receptive, you'll think that movie sucked. Then later on, you go, "My God, this is the best movie ever." The mood you're in is very important.
I was in a great mood when I saw it in the theater. Your theory holds no water.
Really, you were in a great mood. What was it? Free popcorn?
Look at this. Empty mug, and I still did the drink.
Empty mug.
Yeah. That's acting. My
That
friends.
man is a comedian.
Yes.
Now, if you'd like to see how that works in person, you can see Josh Arnold this Saturday at the Olympic South Side Theater in Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Yes.
Yeah. I know you told me that they didn't want him to come. I know you said that.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So
Too late.
They said
It's
his
too late.
comedy is an empty mug.
It's been scheduled. Tickets have been sold.
Yeah, oh yeah.
A couple.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's my understanding
All
it's
right.
nearly sold out.
Really?
Get on it, folks.
Okay, that's going to be exciting.
Lot of pressure.
52 new minutes on the midterm.
Lot of pressure.
Oh, God. Augie Smith is doing his thing. He's going to be at the famous Crackers Comedy Club this weekend. And Christy Lee is right over there. So what are your favorite movies to watch, Christy? Is it still that one, Breakfast at Tiffany's?
I love that one.
Yes, and I
Especially the Mickey Rooney
I like
cast.
all
I
Audrey.
love it.
Overlooked by the Academy.
anything with Anne
Still
Hathaway.
so
What a
Anything with
nuanced
Audrey.
performance.
Anything with Audrey Hepburn,
yes,
not Anne Hathaway.
Oh, that's right. The finest female part
Roman
person,
Holiday.
part giraffe has ever been in a movie is Audrey Hepburn. It's just amazing.
You know, I love Roadhouse. I could sit and watch that a couple times in a row.
never
I
seen
have
it.
no trouble.
Here's a movie. We have an email here about a movie. Brandon would like to know if
Smooth. Well done, Josh.
Speaking of emails,
if I've ever
Continue if
I've ever seen a movie called Thanksgiving about a murderous turkey going on a killing spree on Thanksgiving. I have, Brandon. He wants to know what I thought of it. I loved it. This turkey goes around.
A turkey.
Yes, and he's butchering people. And
what weapons does he use?
A knife, because at one point he...
of course a knife. What else?
I can't remember exactly how he murders everybody, but I do remember the lead, the final girl, if you will,
Yes.
the main female in a horror film.
By the way, spoiler alert, everybody.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I don't want to spoil it. So Thanksgiving, check it out. Yes, yeah.
I can assure you.
You know what? You should put out a list of movies like that, like Santa Claus. There's a Christmas movie, Santa Kills or something.
Oh, Santa's Sleigh. Yeah, Santa's
Silent
Sleigh.
Night, Deadly Night.
Sure,
And
that was
then
big.
there's the radial tire is haunted. Rubber.
That's about a killer tire, Tom.
Have you ever seen the one where there's a coat that's haunted? It has meatloaf in it. What? Yeah, there's a haunted fur coat, and when you wear it, you kill people, and meatloaf is in it.
Yes.
Meatloaf wears a haunted coat.
Meatloaf the
there's your
singer
pitch right
or
there.
Meatloaf?
Holly would make that today.
Oh, Meatloaf the singer.
Meatloaf the guy,
I thought he was-
not a Meatloaf.
I thought it was a coat
Yeah, me too.
star.
A killing Meatloaf.
Not the entree, the singer.
It's called Code Out of Hell, and it is an amazing...
Did I give it a 1 out of 3? Not bad.
I really thought it was a coat
Me
stuffed
too.
with
Sorry.
meatloaf.
Well, I'll give all those a big miss.
Rubber. It's
Hey,
haunted
coming up,
tire.
we have toys that you don't want to buy for Christmas, apparently. Lego has a new set out there that's, I'm going to say, as tall as I am.
Wow.
How's that?
It's the biggest ever, I think.
Yeah.
Ace, real quick, what's your go-to movie when you're sick? And I know that you never are sick and you haven't missed a day of work literally in more than 40 years, but in the event that you were home all day, what would you watch?
I love A Law-Abiding Citizen.
What is that?
A Law-Abiding Citizen is...
Gerard Butler and
yeah.
Jamie Foxx?
Yeah,
That is that's dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen that one.
Oh, so was somebody...
And he uses that line in the movie, I was a law-abiding citizen.
Well, I want to see that on the
Now,
TV
let me
show.
ask you something. Why aren't you doing that sort of thing with your joke of the day? That's a winner, man.
Right, Monday impressions.
When we come back, more impressions from Ace. And there's a bizarre, weird, and incorrect rumor floating around the internet, of course. This time it's about a roller coaster at Disney World, and it's not true. We'll tell you about that coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work edition news.
Got a letter about that coming up.
Shut up. There's Pat Godwin. Hello. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Ace Cosby's here.
Hello.
You have to start talking almost, when you're speaking to me, use your Gerard Butler voice exclusively.
Wow.
Perfect.
Good.
Now that you've finished vomiting.
Yeah, now that you've got Nixon out of the way.
Well, that was Dick.
I am not a crook.
That's Count Nixon, but I'm not a clue.
This is a new segment. We just throw names at Ace and he does the impression.
I love it.
I like that.
I love it.
Give us a John Wayne.
I'm the poor little.
John Wayne.
Howdy, pilgrims.
I would pay good money.
Did anyone understand any of that?
I think he was trying to say howdy,
And Tom,
pilgrims.
Augie Smith is here.
Oh, he's leaving. He's embarrassed.
Good for you, Ace.
Augie Smith has joined us. Augie can be found on Dry Bar. You can just do your Google thing, baby. You'll find Augie Smith. And the code is Augie Smith, 2 G's, by the way. And Augie Smith. And you
Augie
can,
Doggy.
Check out Augie and his great stand-up. Now, where was I? We were talking about CNN. This is a kind of a funny article from Variety. They're reporting that apparently the head honcho of CNN has said that they are damaging their respectability by letting their reporters drink on New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
The exceptions to this, Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen, will be able to drink.
Yeah, they're not going to let you down, folks.
But everybody else apparently will be sober on CNN. So if you want to watch the so-called ball drop, well, you want to watch the ball drop, watch the Packers. Lately,
No, you can still watch. If you want to watch a ball drop, watch Andy. He'll get to it.
Okay, all right. In any event, we have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. And what have you got over there?
There's an internet post that suggests the Disney company has filed a patent for a roller coaster that jumps the tracks.
This is true.
What?
This is very true.
It's actually very fake, Josh. According to Snopes, this originated from the satirical website known as The Mousetrap.
That's right. Disney's decided there are too many people in the park. So here's what we're going to do.
Boy, those screams sound really authentic.
Well,
and they've got that camera that takes them as they plummet to their death.
I understand, but aren't the lines shorter? Okay.
The post, which included images of what appeared to be concept photos for the fictional ride, failed to indicate that it was intended as satire, and some users took it seriously.
I see.
While the ride is not real, Walt Disney World News Today reported the company did file a patent for a new water ride motion simulator. The patent describes a cable system attached to the sides of the boat to simulate movements of a boat bobbing in the waves.
That hasn't been done yet.
What was the name of the news service?
Walt Disney World News Today.
I don't get the feeling that's fair and balanced. You guys, I don't.
Do you think Mickey does the news?
I don't think.
Hi, everybody. Hi, I'm Minnie Mouse, and I'll be your news commentator for today.
47 dead.
Today in Ukraine,
Putin's at it again.
Well, finally.
And now
Minnie Mouse has filed against Harvey
here's
Weinstein.
Today's editorial with. Here's the editorial with Goofy. Go ahead.
Hurry up. Here's the problem with minorities in the country. Goofy, no. Goofy.
Once
I have
again,
to get back to you.
Once again, Minnie Mouse has finally filed against Harvey Weinstein, the latest Hollywood star, as the
Lord.
trial continues in Orlando.
Oh, boy. With an image of Moana and Maui on Moana's boat used in the example figure, you could look for this ride possibly someday.
I could build that one at home.
Yeah, I
4
know.
pieces of rope, a mattress, and a spray can. That doesn't sound all that elaborate. They did have the famous the jumping of the tracks thing at Happy Days World, where it.
This joke is for 7 people.
It jumped.
You can't have said in your brain this will be good when I say it. You can't.
I was reading ahead. I didn't hear what you said, but
Well, see,
You're one of the lucky ones.
The fictional version of this is out there saying that the roller coaster leaves the tracks. That's fake.
right, of course, it makes sense. It would be fake.
Well, people are buying it. Of course, it's on the internet where the truth lives.
I was a little bit more upset about this because apparently this boat simulator ride with the image of Moana and Maui.
Yeah, there's the fake picture.
On Moana's boat.
Who believed? I know. When you look at the picture of this roller coaster, it's impossible to think that anyone believed
There was somebody. Bro,
shows-
you're not going to believe it, bro.
The cars are flying in the air.
and they're upside down.
If you
They're
have
not just.
the slightest knowledge of physics.
Yeah, it isn't.
I'm not kidding you, bro.
Hey.
They leave the track.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, the fat guy leaned over and the tracks didn't meet again, and they're all dead.
Apparently, there's a proposed Moana and Zootopia land that will replace Dino Land USA at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Well, who remembers the dinosaur movie from
I
Disney?
love the dinosaur ride.
Whereas
It's like my
Zootopia will be
favorite.
remembered forever.
I'd like. Where's the warehouse where they have the Dick Tracy ride? Remember that thing?
Oh yeah.
They
You don't like the dinosaur ride? I love that one.
Animal Kingdom to me. Is
I'm okay as long as they
the
don't
only
get
pla-
rid of
only reason to
Captain
go there.
EO.
Sorry, Captain EO is that has been removed.
What are you talking about? It's an outrage, man. It's a national treasure.
Mickey Mouse reports that.
So you don't go to the Animal Kingdom?
I don't like Animal Kingdom.
Oh, it's fun, man. It's got
I love
Everest
it.
and the
Yeah,
Avatar.
Everest.
Avatar is the
You
best.
remember the scene in The Omen
Oh my gosh.
where they take Damien to the animal park? It's the same thing. With
You know, if I remember
I don't know
correctly, the animals didn't care for Damien.
they start attacking the car.
Yeah.
You say when Tom goes to Animal Kingdom, that's what
And the orangutan grabbed the mom's hair and starts pulling it out.
Yeah.
You don't like Avatar? That's the best ride there.
Yeah, you'd love it.
He's not been on it.
And at night, the Avatar land's all lit up, and your kids would.
I
your
hated
girls
that movie.
Would love it.
Yeah, but it's not. You'd love the
That
ride, though.
movie basically a socialist track. It's the left trying to take over with a bunch of super rich guys that make it with their private jets, telling everyone else that they're being priced. I love that.
Me and my people just want everybody to be tall and blue. That's the world I envision.
I hated that movie. I've never. Animal Kingdom to me is too claustrophobic. I love Disney World. I go there, as you know, several times a year. I do not like it.
Oh, I kind of know what you're talking, because you do have to walk through. It does feel narrow with all the trees.
I don't like that. I like the big open spaces. And the last time I stayed there, we stayed at Animal Kingdom, which is really convenient. If you want to go to the parks, you get up, and 6 hours later, the bus arrives. And by the time they've offloaded everybody and you get back on, it's nighttime.
Wow. Now in Hawaii.
Oh, that's why
it always reveals itself.
Yeah.
There was some mild inconvenience.
Well, I guess
it wasn't a mild inconvenience. It's a full hour.
Things all through. Let's go.
And every restaurant in that hotel had an hour and a half wait. It's the worst.
You have to plan ahead when you go to Disney. You cannot not make reservations 6 months in advance. You just got
I prefer Epcot. It doesn't smell like animals. I like the smell of fake Italy.
Yeah. If I wanted to, oh my God! If I wanted to smell animals, I'd go to Six Flags. All right,
damn right.
I'd go see Josh on stage as he portrays.
Augie, did you know that I was the Foghorn Leghorn at St. Louis Six Flags?
I did not know that.
And I'm not talking about the foghorn that walks around the park with the the nobodies. I was in the show.
Yeah,
tell Augie some of your lines.
Sang and danced.
I was country before country was cool. That was certainly one of them.
Oh, that brought the house down.
Yeah.
Your Honor, this is an outrage. Southern lawyer.
I didn't land at Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock.
Josh, we're going to need you to not ad-lib as much.
So I'm sorry. So they're building the Little Mermaid C6 simulator.
Yeah, right. Trust me, when your girls hit 44 inches, you'll be on that flight of passage ride. I guarantee.
You think you're flying? You think you're flying?
And the Banshee, it actually breathes. You can feel it breathing between your legs. It moves. It's like, oh my God.
This is the Avatar, right?
Yeah, it's really cool.
What's the one at Epcot?
Soarin'.
I love that one.
Yeah,
if you love Soarin', you'll love this one.
Okay.
Same technology.
All right. Now, but again, the flying roller coaster that is all over the internet is
fake.
Yeah.
I still think it's real.
Hey.
Because what would they do if it was real? Try to convince you it was fake.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. That's exactly what somebody would say.
Yep.
A woman wanting diamonds for Christmas, and boy, do I have a suggestion for you.
Does this involve Steven Singer Jewelers?
It does, because diamond stud earrings, Tom, are the #1 gift this holiday season. Steven has the most beautiful, best value, real diamond studs anywhere.
What are they called?
Anita diamond stud earrings.
Anita, as in, I like to be in a man.
No, like in I need a.
Oh.
No,
Do you think they asked
A-N-I-T-A,
Christy
Anita.
to start doing the spot because they liked you bringing up West Side Story when you did it, or they didn't like it?
They didn't really ask me to do it. I just kind of stepped in.
You should. I think it's a wonderful idea.
Steven makes it so easy to buy real diamond jewelry where someone you love. No phony sales, no haggling, no nonsense.
Here's the thing: you could buy these diamond earrings today, Christy, and you could stick them in the mashed potatoes at Thanksgiving.
What did I tell you about that idea?
Well, you have to leave them in the case.
Yes.
That way, otherwise,
okay.
Yeah, that way they're not accidentally swallowed by a child.
Yes.
I've lost a pair of diamond earrings. I still can't find them, and it drives me crazy.
You don't want to have to take the calendar into the bathroom and prospect.
Good news, honey. I got him.
Wait, that's not them. Oh, no.
Honey, I told you no corn.
You're not going to want to put these on for a second. Hang
Once
on.
again, this has nothing to do with the real diamond stud you can find at IHateStevenSinger.com.
You know, Steven has a 100-day, 100% no-hassle money-back guarantee, and if she doesn't like him or he doesn't like him, you send him right back, and he covers it both ways because Steven Singer is the man.
Call her ungrateful.
All kinds of diamond stuff. He's a real jeweler, Steven Singer. You'll find him at IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell him Christy Lee sent you.
Yes.
And more, coming up, more Ace Cosby impersonations. We're getting lists. We're getting requests for more people impersonating.
Does this include musicians like we do rock stars?
Anybody, man. He can do it all.
Doing mean Rod Stewart.
I can't wait for that.
Wow,
Visual.
That's
a lot of
field.
A lot of these do have a visual component. I'm so sorry, Augie. Augie Smith can be found on Dry Bar, and we'll tell you more about Augie when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is a message from sponsor Intuit TurboTax. Taxes was getting frustrated by your forms. Now, Taxes is uploading your forms with a snap, and a TurboTax expert will do your taxes for you. One who's backed by the latest tech, which cross-checks millions of data points for absolute accuracy, all of which makes it easy for you to get the most money back, guaranteed. Get an expert now at TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. See guaranteed details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
Take your plans out of the group chat and get long weekend ready in new Abercrombie. From day to night, pack new outfits for every part of your itinerary. Grabbing brunch? Throw on the A&F Mila dress. Then head to your dinner reservation in their new bubble hem mini dress. And yes, permission to overpack for pics with the girls. Abercrombie's best-selling Scarlet Squirt deserves a post in your feed. Your plans are worth it. Shop Abercrombie's new long weekend collection online or in store.
You okay over there?
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work Edition news desk.
Your nose itch?
I'm okay.
Go ahead. You can
I thought I was going to sneeze.
Stare at the light, stare at the light, stare at the light.
It's like a little mini orgasm, right? When you sneeze. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Is that what you hear? Hi, Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Augie Smith is here.
You bastard.
Comedian, man about town.
He's reading sides for a soap opera audition. You bastard.
We'll be back. There's Ace Cosby.
I'm not the father.
But what?
What
would it sound like if Gerard Butler said, "I'm not the father"?
I'm not the bloody father.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
What movie is that from, by the way? I am not the father. Is that Chinatown?
I was doing soap opera things.
Yeah.
Right. Soap opera. Okay,
Have you watched Chinatown yet? And will you stop talking about it now? About the mother, daughter, sister.
Would you put your sugar in your tea so we can have a conversation?
Time now for more professional comedy. Joining us on the big screen, it's Jeff Oskey with his News We Failed to Mention program. Do you have your introduction ready, Jeffrey?
I do, buddy. We give you a lot of the news each week, but we don't give you all the news, so I'm here to give you the news that we failed to mention.
Now, here's Jeff Oskey with what you failed to mention news. Pew, 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 pew.
Augie Smith, a famous comic in here today. Someone wrote in today, Augie. They said, yes, you're funny as all get out, but you look like you're about to sell Chick a reverse mortgage. I thought that was pretty good. That made me laugh.
Joke's on you. I already got one.
All right.
Reverse.
You're from California, Augie. You should appreciate this. Under a new ruling for their protection, bees will now be considered fish in the state of California.
Really?
What you failed to mention, the homeless will now be considered urban campers. Urban campers.
That sounds nicer, doesn't it?
Yeah. Cured homelessness in one word. They've issued a new world record this week for the world's largest coloring book, which measured at 14 feet by 14 feet and contained 20 pages. What you failed to mention, the book will run you $100, but the crayons to color it in, $5,000.
Oh, they're gigantic.
$5,000.
Does it come with a big box and the big sharpener?
Oh, that'd be awesome. I was always so jealous of the kids that got the sharpener.
Yeah.
Oh, you lucky sons of bitches.
Rich.
That's what we called them. Yeah. According to scientists, sperm counts in men have decreased by over 60%. What you failed to mention, don't worry, stupid and poor people. Your sperm are just fine. I don't know if you've been to Walmart lately, but they're having no troubles. Raiders owner Mark Davis says he doesn't have the money to fire head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. What you failed to mention, what about all that money you saved by letting your wife cut your hair with a salad bowl and a weed whacker?
The man has a very bad hair.
Okay. The world population reached about 8 billion this year. What you failed to mention, about 7.99 billion too many, if you ask me. if you're counting at home. 74 men hooked their beards together to set the world record for the longest beer chain, which came in at 150 feet. What you failed to mention? Sounds licey.
It does, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
An 86-year-old nudist wants to rent your private garden so he can garden in the nude. What you failed to mention, next thing you know, he'll be asking your wife if she knows how to plant tulips. The old kid joke? No, okay.
Tulips.
Yeah, tulips.
Tulips and
Roses on the piano, tulips on the organ.
Oh, well, thanks for the save.
That's right.
Magic mushrooms are now legal in Colorado. What you failed to mention, because nothing goes to better than windy mountain roads and tripping balls. Tripping balls. Doctors discovered a man's lost earbud that he thought he had lost 2 years ago deep in his ear canal. What you failed to mention, you don't even want to know where the doctors found the remote he lost 7 years ago.
Oh, boy.
Yes, it is. Steve Jobs' sandals went up for auction this week, fetching a whopping $220,000. What you failed to mention, Bill Gates' penny loafers for one of his many dinners with Jeffrey Epstein just fetched a whopping $12 on eBay. Look it up. And finally,
do some reading.
And finally, Taylor Swift fans are mad at Ticketmaster after a big ticket debacle this week. What you failed to mention, I'm sure their diaries will never hear the end of it. I personally like the good old days when you couldn't buy tickets online, when you had to go camp out at the J.C. Penney out in Greenwood Mall the night before. You sat in the cold and the rain to be the first one in line, and they'd open the doors and you'd go in and they'd print your ticket and you're like, front row, and they're like, no, row 48. I'm Jeff Oskey, and this has been the news that we failed to mention.
Failed to mention news.
Boy, he's not
Jeff
wrong.
Oskey.
That was infuriating.
Right?
You would be first in line.
Yeah.
Like,
And
there's no way I'm not getting front row center.
Yeah, but, then people who had jobs couldn't get decent seats to see the show.
Oh, my God.
Only you would take that side of the argument.
Damn right. Yeah, well, homeless Ed's in the front row again. Yeah,
Homeless Ed.
That's money for a ticket.
You know the guys.
His fate was pretty much etched in stone when they named him that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every
Homeless Ed.
collecting just $400.
Welcome back to another edition of Homeless
tax
Ed.
free.
Where's Homeless Ed this week?
Yeah, with his sign where he lies about being a veteran. You know that guy. Okay. Where were we? We need to review.
We got to do something. We got to get a hold of something. It's time for our big special presentation we do each and every week, Tom. It's the Napa Big Deal of the Week.
So I'm going to let Augie Smith be the grand jury.
Oh, Augie, this is quite an honor.
Oh, he is the one.
I will indict all of you.
And you will decider.
You will choose which of these stories is the most significant, and then after you make your decision, I will edit it and we'll go with whatever I like. Now, we had.
At least you're honest.
I think I'm going to start with what might be the winner. We had a woman who was exiting a country with a what's the word I'm looking for? Anal plug in her
anal
area, and inside that plug, the 23-year-old law student, her name, by the way, was Ms. Sarah Button. She had her late boyfriend's ashes inside the butt plug. Now, I'm assuming it's not all of the ashes.
Well, no, that would be ridiculous. Have you seen how? You've seen how many?
Yeah, that's
a lot.
Well, ashes to ashes, butt to butt.
Yeah, that'd be like a loaf of bread up
Yeah.
there. So I thought that was a pretty sick story, and she got into it with the TSA.
I thought it was sweet.
Really?
She really was quoted as saying that was one of his favorite places.
Yeah, R.I.P. Rest in poop.
Rest in poop. Rest in poop. I don't feel so bad for
he lived.
I feel bad about nothing I said.
Ashes, not about this. Ashes to asses. Never mind. Okay. You don't like that one, Augie? Okay, how about this one? A woman had I kind of feel sorry for this. They found this little baby deer, and they nursed it back to health in West Virginia, and they named the little feller Twitch. Isn't that sweet? Mm-hmm. And they registered under the USA Service Dog registration under the breed Other. Okay. The DNR had to confiscate the animal.
Well, that's fine, but they're not allowed. They're illegal in the state of West Virginia. You cannot keep a deer as a pet.
I know. Okay. Well, I just thought it was kind of a sweet story. We'll move
It is
on.
a sweet story, and I don't know what happened to the deer.
I don't know who rescued who.
Yeah, exactly. That's
There
the
you
thing.
We had this story involving a wheelchair at Kennedy Airport. They
I like it
seized
already.
$450,000 worth of cane from a traveler's wheelchair.
Cocaine. What is that some new hip? Hey, you want to get some cane?
Sorry. Of cocaine. It was in the wheelchair. And the wheelchair was not shoved up her ass, by the way. that would have been. Ma'am, is there a wheelchair up here?
Hey, we got Thanksgiving coming up, Tom. You have any cane for the...
$450,000 worth of cocaine was in the wheels of the wheelchair, and apparently... literally the wheels were not turning properly, so the authorities stopped them and they said, oh, well, that's no good. So she's been charged, and also they took away her good parking space. Let's see. Sad news, Gallagher, the comedian, passed away. Anyone? He was in here a couple times. He was kind of...
bittersweet.
Yeah, he had some great stuff, but he was not a real happy guy.
Pretty confrontational.
Yeah. Let's see, what else would happen this week that you'd like? We mentioned the World Cup. This is kind of interesting. Budweiser paid... Paid 65 or $75 million.
Yeah,
$75 million. Budweiser sponsoring the World Cup, and now Qatar says you can't drink beer.
FIFA
anywhere.
confirmed that, by the way. Did you see that story?
Yeah, anywhere. Can't have alcoholic beverages anywhere.
Yeah.
But Ace came up with a great idea: sell non-alcoholic beer.
No, that's what they're selling.
Well, that's ridiculous. Why don't they just give everybody a bunch of Diet Cokes? Or it doesn't make any. It's the same damn.
Does Budweiser make a
who drinks?
Yes.
And I know
alcohol-free
you
beer?
do,
Yes.
probably.
What?
Who drinks beer for the taste of the beer and not to get drunk?
I do like the taste of beer.
There,
Yes.
see, I told you. There he is.
Ah, for Pete's.
I don't want a $22 non-alcoholic beer.
Right.
That's the thing.
True, yeah.
What is Budweiser's...
It's called Budweiser Zero.
Really?
No, but what is it called?
Budweiser Zero.
Why do you got to call me that?
Alcohol
What is the
free.
name?
Budweiser Zero.
Hey, it's alcohol free, only 50 calories.
All the bloating, all the taste, and none of the high.
and 0 grams
Wait a
sugar.
minute, what's in it that gives it 50 calories?
Well,
Why can't they
grains and hops and all that kind of stuff. That's got to have some
It tells a
calories
woman
to it.
you'll lick anything.
I'll tell you, until this no alcohol thing, Qatar sounded so awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 120 degrees. Women are fully covered. They can't drive. That part sounds good. But then they tell us we can't have booze? I mean, what? This came out of nowhere.
I didn't know them to be so strict.
So unreasonable.
We had this in Denmark, videos of people bowling in the nude.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, my.
And the highlight of the story was they were given special permission to bowl without bowling shoes because they wanted to be completely naked.
Oh, sure.
And I forget, was it Chick who had the theory that you're going to get people that are going to walk up and
that's right.
straddle that fan thing?
Heck yeah.
Sure.
And just make sure that there's
Marilyn Monroe, their taint.
you get the cheese out of their taint by Marilyn Monroeing it.
You know, one thing I noticed from those pictures, and very, very fit people.
Well, bowlers are traditionally
Yeah,
bowlers.
Denmark
are very good
people.
athletes.
Yeah, they're
Denmark.
gorgeous.
The bowlers are very fit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, they're great Danes.
Yeah, they can't do the cosmic bowling thing though because
Why?
No,
because there's just spooge.
black lights. So yeah,
Black light.
Hey, there's something on the small of your back.
Oh, here, let me look at that for a second.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh,
How about this one, Augie? Augie, this is the woman. She has the world's largest feet on a living woman.
Right.
The Guinness makes that clear. I think they have a museum where they have they lopped off the feet of some poor gal.
You a feet guy, Augie? You like the ladies' feet?
No!
What do you like? You like a leg? You like an ass? What do you like?
Well, whatever you're into, America and the world abroad, good for you. And I don't think that anything's weird, except I think that is weird. I think the feet thing is weird.
Huh.
I think it's a weird. Everything else is fine. There's something bizarre about that. Anything else can be sexual, except for that particular thing. Anything else, now, Josh, I know you like it.
No,
I know
I'm
that's
not.
your
It's
thing.
not really my thing.
I've
but
seen the magazines that are piled up at your desk, and it's fine. It's fine.
Yes, no,
and
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
judging you for
I
it,
appreciate
Josh.
that.
I'm just saying I think it's weird, and I think you're troubled. But I'm not judging you. I'm saying that you're weird. So,
This gal, by the way, is just over 7 feet tall, and she has very big feet. Men's size 16 to 17.
The lady's 18.
That's a big foot.
Yeah.
That isn't
get Tarantino on the line. I got a new movie.
Now, would she make a killing on OnlyFans, do you think?
Yes, I have no doubt.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's definitely an audience for that.
Okay. Lastly, our last choice is the famous painting, The Scream.
Edward Munch?
Yes. Norwegian police said 2 so-called climate activists tried to glue themselves to the famous 1893 masterpiece at a museum in Oslo. We've been getting a lot of this lately. Usually, a lot of the times they're throwing Campbell's soup at stuff, and this was just the most recent version of this. And we made the point is if you really want to get people upset, throw it at that dogs playing poker painting.
That'll draw my attention.
Much more relatable.
Here's the thing: is a lot of people are making fun of this protest, but I just want to say something. When I was a young man, you know that painting at the end of Rocky 2, Rocky 3. It's by Leroy Neiman.
Yeah,
and it's called Rocky versus Apollo.
Oh, yeah.
When I was a young man, I threw chili on that picture, and a week later, Nelson Mandela was free. Say what you want.
Irrefutable proof.
Irrefutable proof.
Augie says you do the math.
Okay. Which one of those stories do you like the most, Augie?
Well, I'd like to talk. Can I talk about Gallagher for a second?
Sure.
Do we have a moment to talk?
we do.
Because here's the thing: is that high horsemenologists like myself and Josh, we look down at Gallagher for what he did. But I want to point something out. The first time that he crushed a watermelon onto people, imagine doing that. Imagine going up on a show, and because it isn't like a bunch of other people were doing something similar.
Sure.
There weren't other people smashing different fruits with sledgehammers, and there weren't other people working with watermelons. He was the first guy to do that, to the point of where he was doing it so much that people wore an actual tarp to go see this man. Then people looked down on that. Oh, your fandom, you'd wear a tarp. You own a Harry Potter hat, okay? Don't tell me about what sick fandom. There's people listening that have a full Stormtrooper costume right now that look down on that. I think it's amazing. If I were to go up and melt metal every night and throw it on to people, it's like, oh, there's that alchemy hack up there, just taking a saxophone and melting it down and throwing it on. Anybody can do that. It's amazing what gets. And yes, he had his challenge as a human being, but as a comedian, he was a tremendous joke writer and a pioneer. And I will always say that about him.
The time when he drove onto stage in a gigantic big wheel and said, "I never had one of these when I was a kid," I howled.
I lost my mind
because that's exactly how I felt.
And then I got to see him do that live, and I lost my. I couldn't believe
He
it.
did 14 Showtime specials.
Yeah.
14 hours of stand-up comedy.
I think my problem was with him was when I was very excited to meet him, and he did not share.
He was not a real friendly guy.
Yeah, not very friendly.
But that's a bummer.
The older I get, the more I understand it. But I was very disappointed.
The watermelon said, "Not very friendly." You're telling me.
So that's our Napa big deal of the week. R.I.P. Gallagher. And do you want to remind
With
everybody?
nearly 6,000 Napa Auto Parts stores and over 17,000 Napa Auto Care centers, Napa is the fuel that helps drivers like you get up and go. That is indeed the Napa big deal of the week.
Have Liam or Noah Gallagher ever come out and smashed a watermelon? Isn't it time they?
Well, those guys are. Those guys make Gallagher look like a nice guy.
You're just saying they may not have.
All you ever read about those guys is how they hate each other. Calm down, fellas. You're millionaire rock stars.
Hey, isn't it going to be cold weather pretty much the entire contiguous United States? Oh, yeah. You want to go home and curl up in your Afghan, right?
Oh, yeah.
And be safe and secure and peace of mind.
How would you do that?
At your compound, do at your compound what I do at mine. The Simply Safe. Do it yourself, design it yourself home security system. How good is it? Well, Simply Safe was named the best home security of 2022 by U.S. News and World Report for the third year in a row. And in any emergency, 24/7 professional monitoring agents use Fast Protect technology exclusively from Simply Safe to capture critical evidence and verify the threat is real so you can get faster police dispatch. And oh yes, Simply Safe is whole home security with advanced sensors for every room, window, and door, HD security cameras inside and out, and smarter ways to detect motion that alert you only when a threat is real. And the top-rated SimpliSafe app for your smartphone, you stay in complete control of your system anytime, anywhere. Let's say you're down in Cabo with Augie, vacationing with the fam.
Sure.
You can arm or disarm, unlock for a guest, access your cameras, see what's going on at your compound, adjust system settings, all for less than $1 a day. And now, don't miss your chance for massive savings on our favorite security system. Get 50% off any new system at simplysafetom.com today. You heard me. 50% off, and correct me, but I'm pretty sure that's almost half. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Thank you very much. When we come back, we will be hanging out with comedian Augie Smith, and we will give Augie a little lesson in history. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work edition news desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hi, Chick McGee.
Hi there. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick.
He's in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Willie Griswold on assignment today. I'm Chick McGee. And Tom, I'm sad, but I think it's time to say goodbye to one of our favorite comedians.
He's Augie Smith. He's right over there. You can say goodbye to him. We got a few minutes to hang with Augie. Before we move on, I got a nice letter here.
Oh, what are they saying about me?
You mentioned that Christy Lee was at the Poetry for Neanderthals news desk today.
Yes.
It's the Not Safe for Work edition available at Target.
Yes.
This comes to us from Corey. He goes, we played the game last weekend. Some of the players had to stop because they were laughing so hard they were going to wet themselves.
Oh.
I'd also like to request that Josh be the official poet laureate of Neanderthal, because he's the only one who actually knew how to play the game.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Corey.
Well done, Tom.
Well,
done.
you know, your
Why
clues
not just
aren't the
rip
very
my heart in
best.
two?
What do you mean my clues aren't the best?
They're not the best.
You're one of those game players that will use a clue like water bottle, and we won't have anything, and you'll say water bottle. See, over and over, and then we won't say anything again, and you'll say water bottle.
Well, you can't say water bottle because you can't play the game.
Exactly, not in this case.
But then you'll go, oh wait, I didn't mean that, and then
no,
totally...
I meant glucose measurement. What? That's how you play.
You want to play a game with Augie?
Give it a shot.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, now, I'm only allowed to use. Some of these are naughty. Like you'll have an answer like banana hammock or helicopter dick or something. And,
one of my other nicknames.
You better hurry up. There,
okay,
Captain.
sorry. This is okay. Oh boy.
See?
She wore
Blue velvet.
on chest
Bra.
Yes.
Over the shoulder roll holder.
Gym.
Sports bra.
Up down arms.
Push up bra.
Push up bra. It's that easy. Ladies and
down
gentlemen.
arms. That
Up,
was.
down
Yeah.
arms, you're
See,
right.
He can only use one syllable words.
No,
Augie,
and
because-
another thing that's irritating, when you get one right on the rare occasion, and then you have to say, it's just that easy, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
Stop it. And we don't have time for history.
Yes,
now.
we do. Go ahead. I'll make it quick.
You know what? The big new Joe Theismann broke his leg on this day.
Oh, my.
I was going to mention the Gettysburg Address, probably the finest set of words in the English language ever put together. Was
there were less words.
The first draft was written on this day, 100 pages. Pared it down. This is Ace. I think mentioned this earlier. On this date in 1973, Richard Nixon said, literally, "quote I am not a crook."
What did Richard Nixon say?
I am not a cook.
Not cook.
Nope, cook.
But he was right when saying that. He was indeed not a cook.
It's Ace's take on it. Okay, will you please?
I am not a cook.
Let him be creative.
Is there a book called that? I am not a cook. It's like
They show up at
a
the meth
cookbook.
lab.
Recipes from a bad chef.
Bake with me, Henry.
Oh, God.
Fry with me, Henry.
Oh, wait a minute. There's a technical issue. That was yesterday in history. Sorry.
Well,
We'll have to do today
Time
in
now
history.
for Things We
Monday.
Learned, brought to you by the Chick McGee Alliance for a Better America. Bobby with an IE sent us an email that she had an erotic dream about riding Tom.
Yes.
We had to hear about it, and I don't think any of us will be the
Good
same.
for you, Bobby. Get it. Get yours.
Augie Smith has 3 kids and just celebrated his 10th anniversary, and he's not a deadbeat dad.
No.
No, not
He's
at
right
all.
there in the house with them, which is very exciting. Todd Boner, Donnie Baker's bass player, has a new podcast called Boobs, Breasts, and Beyond.
How about that?
But it's about Washington politics.
It's really insider beltway stuff.
Tom doesn't care for the animal kingdom at Disney for some strange
It's
reason.
a distant 4th place.
Oh, wrong.
Boy, oh boy. Tom hasn't touched a hotel phone in over 20 years.
Oh, God, they're disgusting.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
They are filthy. Tom loves the word girdle.
Girdle. Sexy.
Really?
Hell yeah.
And it was also announced today that no more on-air drinking for the CNN folks, with the exception of Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen.
That's for New Year's Eve. I mean,
Right.
they can still drink during regular New Year's Eve.
Right. They can drink during regular workout.
Oh, yeah. Don Lemon.
Yeah, you work there without drinking.
Non-stop martinis. Thank you so much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
Jim Rome takes on sports.
Why? Because you're not playing me.
With rapid fire takes.
Y'all went from the Super Bowl straight to the toilet bowl. He's not over the NFL. The NFL is over him.
Scorching debates.
All the good, all the bad, all the ups, all the downs.
He's the Spitfire of sports smack.
Sorry for what I said because it was appropriate when I said it, but I can't say it anymore, dude. You are killing the game.
The Jim Rome Show podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.